Got my beer, got my tea.
All right then, enough of this boring shite. Let's get a show on the road. Once a month, just like a girl having her period, 3 wee laddies converge in a radio studio in New York City. Then, for the next 3 hours, they drink and tell jokes about retards. And people around the world tune in and say, "What is this shite?" This shite is the Lazlow Show, starring Big Wayne.
Yeah, I always fuck around with my old lady, and I say if she ever dies, I'm going to keep her an extra couple of days to do all the fucking things she wouldn't let me do to her.
Reed Tucker.
She was peeking around a wall, and she was holding a handgun. I shot her face off.
And Lazlow.
Do you want it from behind while you play Super Mario Brothers?
It's a show by men who remember freedom before seatbelts and helmets and condoms, when you could drive drunk and feel up young girls and sing along to rock power ballads and smoke in bars and get in fights and wake up in a pile of your own vomit with your eyebrows shaved off. This is the Lazlow Show.
All right. Lazlow Show, episode 48.
Once a month.
This is the unannounced episode.
3 men converge in a studio.
Once a month.
Yeah.
Remember those days?
No.
Dude, we're lucky if we can get together once every 2 years now.
It's almost seasonally.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah. You know when you have a band that you used to sort of somewhat respect, and then you see that they're playing the state fair?
Yeah.
We're now relegated to sort of state fair.
We're opening for Foreigner.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it.
This is the first Lazlow Show broadcast from my house.
Which is pretty nice, I gotta say.
Because, the last time that Reed was in this studio was when we picked up an illegal immigrant at the Home Depot who was pretty sure we were going to murder him.
But still, for $50, he came along. He got in the car, no questions asked.
You just had to pay him.
Yeah, we paid him. I think we paid him.
Yeah, we paid him.
Yeah, I mean, but that was better than, like, breaking down a house or whatever he was going to do if somebody else picked him up.
Remember how he's like, I love my wife, but he's like, but there's, like, hookers that service just the chicks at
That's right.
that service just the guys that are the day laborers.
Yeah, he was going to take us to some house where it was like $20, and you line up all those guys.
And you didn't go?
No. What, dude?
We were trying to get a radio show going. This is actually before you got involved with this show.
That's
right. You realize that this bullshit started like 7 years ago, and we're on episode 48. It's really bad.
That's crazy.
But there's change in the winds, I hear, at Sirius Satellite Radio. Mel Karmazon, who is about 185 years old, who has ruined radio in many places, is on the outs.
He's gone, right?
Yeah, I think Liberty Media is coming in there, so maybe some people other than Howard Stern might get some respect over there.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. So it's been our last show was in April. Now, for the 3 people that listen to this show and the 4th person who has never heard it, we started like 7 years ago, and it's me and Reed, who may or may not be gay, and Wayne, who for sure is unemployed.
Not anymore.
You got a job?
I'm working now.
Well, this is new because up until a week ago, you were... Wayne has a bottle of rum in front of him.
It's about time.
Now, I heard other news that Wayne has given up the only thing he loves.
Weed?
Never.
You told me you were clean.
Oh yeah, I was. Yeah, because I couldn't afford to buy a couple bags of weed. You know, that's called forced. You know what I'm saying? But no, I don't plan on quitting. No, not me.
But you've been unemployed for so long, and yet you still managed to buy it all those years.
Yeah, I did.
How did it finally dry up?
You have priorities, Reed. You got to pay the rent and the phone bill, and you know what I'm saying.
Well, but that was the same case, over those 2 years or whatever you were unemployed. How long you been unemployed? I forgot. Remind me.
It's been a while. I gotta say.
2 years? 3 years?
Oh, I'm well over 114 weeks of collecting unemployment.
And Lazlow and I were just talking about this. How do you keep collecting unemployment?
Oh, it isn't consistent. Yeah, remember, I did like I want to say like I don't know, 12 months, stretch, and then I worked for a year and a half, so I was able to then collect again.
So how long do you have to work and then get fired before they can give it back to you.
You have to work a minimum of 26 weeks at a 40-hour-a-week job.
Okay. So you did that.
Yes.
So now you're back on the outs.
No, I'm back on the ins.
Oh, you're back on the
Where are
ends.
you?
Okay. So
I think his chick's boss felt so bad because she was constantly complaining and probably crying on his shoulder, maybe giving him a little action.
I would wish if I was, I would have given him some action.
And he gave Wayne some work.
Well, it's not a guaranteed job, but right now it's just some part-time work and yeah,
doing what?
maintenance,
What kind of maintenance?
painting, repairs in the building, shit like that.
And one of the guys at Rockstar says, he goes, I saw this dude in the subway, like a big dude, and he's wearing all new Rockstar gear. And I was like, who is this guy? And he goes, I wanted to go say something to him, but he was kind of scary looking. And he goes, I figured you might know him. I go, yeah, that was Wayne, because he's commuting. Wayne now works like a block from Rockstar.
Yes, yeah.
Into Manhattan every day.
I'm into Soho.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's great. How do you like it?
it's all right. It's something new. Gotta tell you.
Yeah, something new. Employment.
Yeah. Well, what's it like working at the same place as your wife every day?
I don't really see that much.
You sure?
Yeah.
You guys,
I make a point of that. The whole agreement was this is her job. If anything ever becomes uncomfortable, I walk away. She has a pretty nice job, so that was the agreement. You know what I'm saying? When I become obnoxious, I got to cut myself loose. So I avoid it. You know what I'm saying?
you guys commute in together?
No, not at all. She has to be in earlier than me.
Guys ever go to lunch together?
Never.
Have you ever finger banged her at work?
Thought of it. But
So-
no.
Now, it's been a long, dark summer for Wayne. At one point, he was on a new career path.
Yeah, I thought of a lot of couple things.
Yeah. Tell Reed about your career path that you were heading down before you got this
I
job.
thought about getting into the embalming business. You laugh, but I met a guy, and it seemed like something for me. I'm comfortable with dead people. So
You
that's-
are?
Yes.
How do you know you're comfortable with dead people?
Because I've picked up enough people that have been dead.
From
What?
where?
You've seen dead people?
Yes, my father was a building super in Forest Hills, and there were many women that called our home in the middle of the night saying like their husband or wife fell down. And when you walked in, you know the difference between someone that had a stroke and a heart attack and someone that's dead.
Okay.
How do you know?
It usually smells like shit.
Well, 'cause-
Wait.
right, people shit themselves when they die, right?
Yeah, usually
okay.
your body's muscular system just lets loose and
So you're okay. So you're gonna get into embalming.
yes.
Do you have
No, I
to
wasn't
be
going to get into a bombing. I wanted to get into like the funeral parlor business. You know what I'm
right?
saying?
But you have to be trained.
Yes,
no?
you do have
Okay.
to go and take a course. Yes, you do.
So what?
But
Okay.
the guy that does this told me the most fucking amazing stories of just fucking fucking with dead people.
Fucking with them how?
Well, how you got to remove all the fucking gases and fluids from their bodies, and how
Okay.
it gets identified by what color the fluid that comes through the tube.
What gets identified?
Well,
I
what
guess
organ you've gone into, right?
you got to
Oh,
go
I
into
see.
you got to relieve like the liver and what I'm saying, all those organs that hold, I guess, gas or whatever.
Right.
I don't know that part just yet, but this is something that fascinated me, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought I was going to maybe check it out.
You should do it. It's that business never goes away. People always die.
That's what I was told. It's the oldest business in the world.
I thought that was prostitution.
everyone- says-
Prostitution is probably you're right. It
People
probably
were
is the one.
dying long before they were paying for pussy.
No, I think cavemen
No,
were.
back
Yeah,
in the
but-
day, the dude clocked her on top of the head and brought her home fucking unconscious.
They would die. They'd put them on a wooden raft and light them on fire, like a Viking funeral or something. You don't need a degree for that. I'm down. I think you should do it.
Yeah,
You
it's
should.
still-
I mean, it
still
probably
an option.
pays. It probably pays really well.
Yeah, dude, those places rip you off.
They
You bring-
totally do. They totally take advantage of you, man, in your time of need.
Here's the other thing: is somebody I know just had a relative cremated. You have to buy a casket
Oh
to
yeah,
put them in so they can be burned
Yep.
in the casket.
Yep.
Right.
It's like, how about we just rent the casket,
Right.
take their dead body out, and just burn the body? And so then you get an ash tin that's mostly like poplar and oak, and not dad.
I know that you then sprinkle at their special place,
I
which
think-
for you now, Wayne, will be Soho. If you die, we're going to sprinkle your ashes in front of your
so
new
my
office.
buddy Vic, who's a couple doors over from here, he went to scatter the ashes. He combined the ashes of both his parents because his mom just died, Mm-hmm. So he and his son are both pilots. So they had the bright idea to scatter the ashes over, like the bay of Long Island Sound. And it was just like that part of The Big Lebowski where they opened the window and ashes blew all over that fucking place. They were just covered with mom and dad.
So, yeah, you don't want that. But at the same time, you guys, when you guys go bodyboarding or whatever, you're swimming in mom and dad.
Yeah, well,
how do you feel about that?
That don't really bother me.
Yeah.
Well, we covered that you're comfortable with dead people.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll pick them up, is what I'm saying.
You don't mind?
No,
it doesn't creep you out?
No.
All right, what's the worst thing you ever saw then? What's the worst dead person?
Yeah, what's the worst dead?
Because I hear
I got to tell you, one time riding a motorcycle, I was heading upstate, and we seen an accident on the other side of the road. So we, turned around and gone back to gape at what happened, and it was a decapitation. And I got to say that wasn't such a nice sight to look at.
Wow.
Yeah, when you see neck and throat, just all that open flesh, and there was no head left. I couldn't even tell you where the head was. I had to walk away. That was disturbing.
Yeah, I would say that probably qualifies as...
I would imagine.
But you're just dropping dead next to me. I got no problem with that.
Okay.
First thing I'm doing is going through your pockets.
Yeah. You take my iPhone?
Like in the old days, and see what size boots you got on.
Yeah, so Wayne gets this idea that he wants to do this, and then he says, and then if you get a pretty girl in...
Oh, yeah.
You can finger bang her.
You can blast them.
What do you have a limit on how long she's dead before you do that, or before you won't do that anymore?
Dead is dead. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, but if it's 10 days dead, you probably don't want to do that.
It's going to start to stink, I think, after 10 days, wouldn't you say? Do you really want to...
I would think it would start to stink after one day.
Well, like I told you, it starts to stink pretty fast.
Well, that's why you have to have some sort of limit.
Yeah, I guess. I would think within the first couple hours.
Well... Okay,
so
they're probably not going to be there.
They're still fuckable in the first couple of hours, is what you're saying.
I think in my book, yeah.
You know that there's plenty of... First off, to work in these places, you've got to be a ghoul.
You totally do.
So, and you know that some of these lonely weirdos are totally fucking these corpses. Totally.
I would agree.
But the chances are that young, hot girls are going to be brought in because they died a natural death.
Who's saying they got to be young or hot?
Oh, God.
Jesus. So you're saying you're going to molest a senior citizen corpse?
I might. But I don't know.
What? You are a ghoul, dude. That's somebody's Nana.
Well, that's life.
That's life. No, I think
Nana's going through the pearly gates with a smile on her face.
I think the contract of life it doesn't end with you getting finger banged by some guy with dreadlocks.
Yeah, and when next time you go for your examiners, whatever you have to take to become a funeral director, somebody's going to play this tape. It's not going to happen.
Oh, this is true.
Yeah, you probably don't want to.
Have you looked into the school? Like, where's the school?
No, I gotta say, I just met a guy that actually he's only been doing it about 3 years, and he's loving it. But he's out. He's now you guys brought it. He's out there. I gotta say,
he's a ghoul. Do you think?
Listen, somebody has to do it. If that's the definition of the person that you want to give to the person doing it, well, then so be it.
But what's your fascination? You just
want to make money.
Okay, all right. Well, that's fair. A lot of people do that.
You know, it's like, that's what I want to do.
But wouldn't it be weird to be touching, like, dead people all day and then come home and touch your wife?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No.
Also, would you be front of house when somebody comes in and they're grieving? Would you be the person to meet them, or would you just be down?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No, I would suspect that with
this guy has described it to me that he works for a funeral parlor, and usually when someone dies, that's gonna, gonna go to, they usually have a contract already with that funeral parlor,
right?
And like some prearranged plans have been made that the embalming actually gets done at the hospital, if that can be done.
Really?
Yeah, because he said it has a lot to do with cutting down on medical waste. That's what he said to me. I went,
yeah, where does all the fluids and stuff go? Do they just flush that down the drain?
Well, it's got to be medical waste. I'm sure somewhere it has to be fucking stored and then properly disposed of, like you said, down the drain.
This whole nonsense started after the Civil War, right during the Civil War or whatever. They started embalming people so they could truck their ass back north and show the family or whatever.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. To preserve people, to make a concrete bunker that you then put a $8,000 casket
I'm telling you, man.
It's just the dumbest.
And environmentally, I hate to say it, it's terrible to put all those chemicals into the ground. Also, somebody can look at you one last time for 20 minutes before they close up that casket.
Exactly.
I'm just letting you guys know, if I die, I'm going natural. No chemicals.
You're going to be buried?
Well, or burned.
Yeah.
I think burned.
Yeah.
But and also, I wonder this. Do you think we're going to run out of room? Because if every single person that has ever died commands a 7-foot by 2-foot area of Earth, we're going to run out of room.
Yeah.
So in like 20 years, they're going to just make it a law that you can't be buried anymore. You're just going to be burned.
Yeah, I had a plot in Oklahoma for a while.
Did you?
Yeah, it was bought for me as a gift, and I'm like, I don't want that shit.
Buy you a?
It's my ghoulish stepfather who was. You know what's weird is like after you retire, all you do is sit around and prepare for the end and deal with medical paperwork.
But is this like the Lazlow family plot where you would be buried next to like a beloved pet or something?
No, it's like right next to a buffet and mega church in Oklahoma.
You know, you can resell those things. Because there was a guy who was selling the plot next to Marilyn Monroe a few years ago for like, $100,000 or something. You don't care, you're dead.
Right.
Who cares?
Speaking of nearly dead, how's your health, Wayne?
I'm doing a lot better.
Are you?
Yeah.
We had
blood pressure's under control.
We had some scares this summer.
Really?
Yeah.
Like what? What happened? Pass out?
No. I don't know quite where he's going with.
Piss blood?
No, never that. No.
No, I just you got pretty big this summer and you were not moving much.
I did put some weight on. I have to say the worst thing in the world of going to the doctor and thinking that you're going to hear that you're diabetic, and then I find out you have no problems at all with sugar. I've been on a fucking regular. That's all I drink now is regular soda again.
But you should. Why?
Because I
need
enjoy
to lose
it.
Weight.
I enjoy it. Like I enjoy smoking, I enjoy drinking, and I enjoy eating.
I know, but you just had a birthday recently, right?
I had in May. I think that we did a show after that.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
49.
You think you're going to make it to 50?
I don't know. Do you think you're going to make it to 41?
I don't know.
Say you don't know.
Well, but my money's on him as opposed to you.
Yeah, I ran a
marathon
earlier this year.
Yeah.
That don't mean shit. You could still drop dead.
Oh, I'm with you.
Could drop dead, but,
right.
If somebody, you smoke a lot,
high
you
blood
don't
pressure,
exercise.
smoking, and overweight is the three things that you need for the big strokey heart attack.
For the big strokey heart attack?
What are you going to do when like half your face is all like...
I'm going to talk to you like this.
Yeah, you're going to be New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Yeah. Let's kick it over to Ryan Seacrest.
What a mess.
God.
What a mess.
Why did he keep coming out?
I don't know.
For the dollar.
He didn't need the dollars,
it's for the
man.
egos, dude.
It's for the ego.
It's for the ego.
Like, that was his holiday, and he
All I
had to own
say
it.
is, once you have a stroke and you can't talk, we're going to be doing more shows. I just can't wait to hear you talking nonsense.
Yeah.
Well, that ain't happening for a while, I hope.
So, but then this fund that everybody donated to, the medical fund, that's been helping you out for over the last
most
couple
definitely,
of years?
yeah.
All right.
Yes.
Well, that's good.
Yes.
Is the money gone?
I think there might be a couple $100 left. Yes, I gotta say.
Yeah, his wife manages the.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's the trustee of the Lazlow Telethon Fund?
Yeah. Well, it got him through some.
And I gotta say, I think we raised like $2,400 or $2,700, and
That's
I
pretty
want
good.
to say there might still be $800 left, something like that.
So what, you got a few doctor's visits out of that, some medication? What'd you get
And
out
actually
of
paid to see one specialist, like, $700 and fucking $800, for the guy to come in and look at a chart and say, take these pills now 3 times a
know.
day, and he fucking walks out. And I'm
that?
like,
Ridiculous.
it's like I want to be taking less pills. I don't need to be taking one pill 3 times a day.
Dude, if you want to take less pills, you got to lose weight.
It's not all. Listen, there's plenty of people in this world that are my size that live to be 100. 100.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
Most people, most old men that you see that live a long time are skinny.
Well, look, you got a little band going on there yourself right now, Mister. I ran a marathon.
I sure did.
Yeah, but
4 hours.
There's plenty of fat people that run marathons. Okay?
That is true.
I watched a fucking Iron Man and people were larger than me that fucking completed it.
I always wonder about that, because the New York Marathon's coming up, and I stand outside and watch those people run by, and some of them are just straight up fat.
Yeah.
How can they train for a marathon
doesn't mean
and
they
not
can't
lose
do
weight?
it.
No, I know exactly, but I don't understand. How do they train that long and not lose the weight? And how do they not drop dead in the middle of the marathon?
I think of that also, I guess, now I got to say, when I do see those fat fucks out there running. Because you see plenty of them running right around here in this neighborhood.
I'm sure.
And I'm like, I should be fucking running, but I don't want to look like that.
And so, what's shaking with you, Reed? You went to Comic-Con?
I did. I went to
ya?
Comic-Con, New York Comic-Con a couple weekends ago.
Yeah, I went last year because we were showing, I think we were showing Max Payne last
yeah.
year. And,
Did people line up to get into that
oh,
panel?
yeah. Dude, Comic-Con is, and first off, that thing sells the fuck out.
It's great. It's like 116,000 people come to that.
And, dude, there's like a Japanese guy walking around as Astro Boy in his underwear with like a power cannon on his arm, and it was just the weirdest. And there's this one chick that I know who like dresses up as Catwoman and walks around.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody that dresses up at those things, I just want to walk up and punch him in the face.
Oh, no.
You're not a superhero. I'm cosplaying. You're gay. I don't even want to dress up for Halloween. I don't give a fuck. It's too much work. Like there's a Halloween party tonight that I got invited to, and it's this one of the main guys at Rockstar has it, and it's a huge deal, and all these people, all this elaborate. I can't be bothered to dress up.
I know. I'm telling you.
What is it with the chicks are always like, I'm a naughty nurse.
Yeah.
Like it's the one day of the year that you can dress like a hooker.
I swear. And coming over here, there's something going on in the city tonight because at the train station all over Manhattan, it was everyone was in costume.
I say just now, I went into the store. There had to be about 6 people.
It was crazy.
In costume.
And you're right. When I say in costume, I mean it wasn't a costume. It was just a girl, and her costume was that her dress was 3 inches shorter than normal. That was it. She was just wearing like a black dress, black socks, and heels.
Yeah.
What are you going as?
Right.
That's not a costume.
I'm a cutter.
Right. But there were so many of those girls wandering around in packs going God knows where, but I need to find out where.
Halloween is for the young. It's for little kids.
I know. Wow. It's good. It was good when you were in your 20s.
What?
Didn't you go to some good Halloween parties when you were in your 20s?
Not a
No.
fucking
Seriously?
Fuck
Oh, you
that.
guys missed out.
What do you mean missed out? What do? You dress up and get drunk?
Yes, exactly.
I don't need to. I don't know. I'm not into it.
It's like Comic-Con, but actually good-looking people. That's what Halloween is. Dude, I gotta say, did you see? I was telling you about this the other day. That at Comic-Con, you think that it's this stereotype of all these fanboys who like live in their mom's basements and don't have very good hygiene. But I swear to God, on the Comic-Con site, they have a whole list of things that was like, here's your guide to Comic-Con, and it was like 10 bullet points. And I swear to God, 2 of them was, don't you think it would be a good idea to shower and use some deodorant? They need to tell the people that are coming there that they should shower
and it's
and
not
use some deodorant.
And it's not. It's not a lie. Like you go into that place and it fucking
reeks
of
What
BO.
is that though? Is that because I thought I was like, come on, give these guys a break, and then I walked through the door and it like nearly knocked me over.
It's unbelievable.
I know, because I like all that stuff. I like comics, I like movies and video games and all that stuff that those people like, but goddamn, it is a true stereotype. I want to give them a pass, but I can't give them a pass.
And at what point do you become so enamored with video games and comic books that you're just like, you know what? It's this over pussy, and I ain't never showering again.
I know, but you know what? I think they go to those things because there's some girls there who they can get.
Yeah.
There's like, I think some of those girls were kind of hot in those costumes.
Yeah. This chick that I know that she dresses up as Catwoman, she's like, all these creepy guys are hitting on me. Yeah.
That's what you want.
You're
Why
in
do
a,
you go?
you're in
Yeah.
a skin-tight
Right.
pleather or whatever fucking outfit thinking that you can crawl the walls and fight villains or some stuff.
You're going to a place that's 90%
Yeah.
men and 100% have never kissed a girl, and yeah, you're wearing that. And there were a lot of these like Asian girls in these weird like Dragon Ball Z outfits or whatnot, and it was always these creepy guys with iPhones who were like, can I get a picture? And I don't want to know what they were going to do with that picture later, dude.
Well, Japan in general is like a big cosplay, isn't it?
Totally.
It's just any culture that has been beat in a major war just loses their mind sexually. Germany fucks chickens.
How do you know this?
Dude, Google it.
All right. Chicken fucking.
Dude.
Yeah.
Germany is known for scat porn and chicken fucking.
I never heard the chicken fucking, I gotta say.
And genocide. Don't forget
Oh, yeah,
genocide.
I'm sorry. And
They do love a fucking fisting, though.
I'm sure
I
they
gotta
do.
fucking say, man, every one of them's got a fist in the ass or a fucking pussy. I was like, oh my God.
My wife just went to Japan for work, and she said that one of the biggest things they have over there is something called like a maid cafe, where these young women are dressed as like French maids, and you hire them. You go in the cafe and they'll serve you drinks or whatever, and you hire them and you pay them increments of money based on what you want from them. If you want them to sit there and chat with you for an hour, it's one price. If you want them to brush your hair while you drink coffee, it's another price.
God, they're so fucked up.
Only in Japan, dude.
I've heard that there's all these cafes where you pay women to just sit and talk to you.
Yeah. They have some of those in Koreatown in New York too. You can go in there and they're not prostitutes. They just sit at your table. They're wearing like slinky ball gowns, and what do you get out of that?
I don't understand. Are Japanese men so lonely that they're like, I must pay a woman to talk to me?
I don't know.
Do you really
Too
want them
busy.
to talk to you, though?
And what do you talk about?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
And
the
you
weirdest
know at some
thing.
point the guy falls in love with her. It's like, all right,
Yeah, exactly.
I got 500 extra bucks. Can I get a handy?
Well, that was also I read a newspaper article that in a lot of high school girls in Japan, that's one of the ways that they make money is they go to these cafes where prostitution is like, I don't know if it's legal, but it's like not frowned upon, and they can make a few $100s, and it's like no big deal to high school students in Japan.
I say excellent.
Crazy, dude.
Oh, so speaking of
High school prostitutes,
I put together a fantastic night of entertainment in which we three were going to go hang out, and both of you motherfuckers stood me up.
my bad.
Yes, that's right, yes.
Reed went to go watch
I
some
couldn't
horrible
afford the
movie.
train ticket into the city.
Yeah, Wayne couldn't afford the train ticket. I had an invite
I know.
to it was the madam that we interviewed on that show,
I know.
the one that sent the prostitute to Elliot Spitzer
I know,
and
dude.
brought down the governor of New York, or the attorney general. What was he?
He was governor.
Right. And that's right. He pissed a lot of people off when he was attorney general. But so I had, at this strip club, free drinks, strippers, this whole thing, and both you fools stood me up.
My bad. If you ever get anything like that again, I'll go.
He went to go see a movie.
I had to for work.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was.
Movie? It was terrible.
Oh, I'm sure that 90% of movies are terrible.
Dude, I watched The Avengers on a flight to L.A.
Hold on,
the
I
other
gotta
day.
go back
What
a
a
little
piece of garbage.
What? You didn't like the Avengers?
Oh,
Reed, being just married, your wife didn't just put the kibosh on that? She'd be comfortable with you going, hanging out, checking out?
Sure.
Sure.
No, seriously, why? There's no,
All
come
right.
on, women are not threatened by strippers.
no.
Oh,
They're,
no,
oh,
not at
please.
all.
You think they are?
Dude,
really?
my buddy Jeff Berlin, his chick, constantly freaking out about, if there's she doesn't even let him go to bachelor parties.
See, that's what I find weird, because that must mean she's never been to a strip club herself, because if you've been to a strip club, you know there's nothing to fear from that. It's just a bunch of bored Russian women trying to suck $20 bills out of you. Nothing's going to happen with those girls.
Well, so I went by myself and just sat there drinking beer, and then this chick came and sat next to me to
Russian?
talk. No, she wasn't, but made her cry.
How'd you do that?
Made the stripper cry.
Did you ask her where her dad was?
Dude, I asked all the questions. The parents and the
Yeah.
kids. I went for the kids, and
Ooh.
I was like, man, it must be tough. You're here and kids at home, and boy, dude, I had the waterworks going on this bitch.
Kids at home in
'Cause
the
I wasn't-
Ukraine.
At one point, she asked me if I wanted to go into the back room, which
Don't do that.
I guess you can, somebody told me the strip clubs in New York, if you go to a private room, you can basically just bang the chick. Is that true?
No.
No?
Absolutely not.
Dude, this one guy was telling me that
I say you can.
the private...
Cannot.
No?
I say you're not floating
Then what-
with the crowd that can knows those places.
Here's what I will say is that of all the strip clubs that I've ever been to in the world, which is not that many, New York are absolutely the most uptight, least out there, least rule bending strip clubs in the entire world. It's because the city, it's all about money. They have these hot girls, but it's all about go in the VIP room. There's nothing really down and dirty. I mean, I've had friends tell me about these crazy places they go in New Jersey, which is like, it was like what the immigrant guy was telling us about, just a bunch of like Mexican women, or up in the Bronx, that's where you need to go. But as far as Manhattan,
I don't know about going to a strip club in the Bronx.
Well, you don't. I mean, but I've been to like 2 or 3 in Manhattan, and nothing happens there. I'll tell you this. I went with a bachelor party. This was like 4 or 5 years ago with one of my friends. He wanted to go to a strip club in Manhattan. One of my friends, he has a lot of money. The girl gave him the same pitch as she gave you, Lazlow, which is, come in the back room. And he was like, well, what happens in the back room? She's like, oh, you're really going to like it. And he's like, well, what happens in the back room? She's like, well, you're really going to like it. So
I hear it's really expensive, too.
Yes. So he was drunk, and he was like, screw this. So he threw down $300 to go into the back room for an hour with this girl. 15 minutes later, he comes out and leaves because he was so bored.
What?
He said nothing happens. All she was doing was like gyrating in front of him. She wasn't allowed to touch her. She wasn't touching him. It wasn't that much different from what happens in the front room. So he left. It was that boring. I'm telling you. Haven't you heard that Chris Rock song, No Sex in the Champagne Room? It's a song. Come on.
American strip clubs, I will agree with you. American strip clubs are really boring because if you go to some in Eastern Europe, they're just basically brothels. As well as South America, for that matter.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never been in those.
I went to one, where was I? I think like Prague, where the chick was, I talked about this, she's dressed as the cowboy. She's like, yes. I am cowgirl, and boom, boom, boom. And I was laughing my ass off, and they were asking us to go to the room upstairs. You want to fuck? I was like, no.
10 or 15 years ago, I too went to one in Prague, and the same thing happened. Not inside the strip club, but we went in there. We stayed, half hour or whatever, and we're like, this is lame. We're leaving, and as we're leaving, it was like 4 or 5 of us. I swear to God, it was like a pack of 10 or 15 of these streetwalker women, and they just crowded all around us and chased us all the way back to our hotel, asking us, come on, for $20. For $20, we have sex with you. And they were like bees around us. It was crazy. We were like, no, please go away. It gets so aggressive. It's crazy, dude.
Yeah,
but I don't know if it's the same way anymore because Eastern Europe has changed.
When's the last time you fucked a hooker?
Me?
Yeah,
like 30 years.
Really?
Yeah.
30 years.
Yeah.
How many hookers do you think you've been with?
Not many, a dozen.
You serious?
Yeah, I gotta say, it was pretty popular when I was a young kid to go get a blowjob. It was $5, dude.
And what did the girl look like?
$5?
$5.
How much was a hamburger? Was this 1940s?
Right.
This was like 1981, man.
Really?
Yeah.
And a flock of seagulls was on the radio, and a blowjob was $5. Yes, it was the Cold War.
I paid with a buffalo head nickel.
Yes, we might have been dying from nuclear annihilation at any moment, but a blowjob was $5. And how did you get that? Did you ever borrow money from your parents to go get a blowjob?
Oh, I'm sure, yes. I can't, say that. I actually said, give me $5, I'm going to get a blowjob. But I'm sure I asked for some money because I was broke.
And were these girls on the street?
Yeah, they were streetwalkers, yeah.
And so what? She would just get in your car?
Get in the car, yep.
Wow. And were they attractive? Were their gums bleeding from the heroin withdrawal?
They were, they were definitely like heroin junkie type women, both black and white and Spanish. And
did you chat them up?
Yeah, you chat them up to get the price to $5. You know what I'm saying?
$5.
Dude, what do you buy for $5?
I don't even think you can get a Whopper anymore for $5.
20 fucking blowjobs. She made $100.
That's
yes, exactly.
Right, exactly. That's 20 cocks in your mouth for $100.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My dignity is worth more than that.
Well,
not if.
Well, what am I saying?
Not if you're addicted to heroin. So what you're saying is was this crack or heroin years?
I want to say more heroin. Yeah. And they were probably a lot of methadone. You know what I'm saying? Addicts at that point. They were chicks that were probably trying to get clean, but. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure if you were helping. Was this Queens, under a bridge in Queens?
Yes, it was
somewhere?
right by the 59th Street Bridge. Yeah.
Wow, yeah. But I bet they're not there anymore. I've never seen a streetwalker.
It was called Queensboro Plaza, actually, the area that it was in. Yes.
But these days, like in the last 5 years, have either of you guys ever seen a streetwalker in Manhattan?
No, those days are done.
I think so too. But my friend, this was 10 or 15 years ago. He said that even in the East 20s, around Lexington, where he used to live around there, and he said he'd walk home every night, and there would be a whole bunch of them lined up on the corner. I've never seen.
When I was younger, that was the area you went to where you were going to pay $100, and it was more like an escort service. They were going to tell you what hotel or what apartment to go to, and there was a room.
Crazy,
I never
man.
did that one, but I had friends that you wanted to go there because those were the better, more. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Educated, let's say, looking women.
I have a friend who's...
Hygiene-wise, they were cleaner, if you know what I'm saying.
One of my friends is Korean, and he says in Koreatown, it's big, and he says that there's a street where all these town cars line up, and if you're Korean, you know how to talk... The drivers stand outside their town car, and they'll take you to a different, brothel out in... what's the Korean part of Flushing, Queens?
Flushing.
Yeah, so you go up. If you're Korean, you talk to the driver, you negotiate a price, you get in the car, and he drives you all the way out, like an hour out to Flushing, Queens, to some random house where there's a girl stashed. You do your business, and he drives you back into town. It's like $200 or something ridiculous.
Did you ever nail a prostitute in the ass?
No.
And you only got finger banged in the ass by one.
By one, yes. The very first one.
A prostitute did?
Yes.
Romantic moments with Big Wayne.
Yes, just one time, Reed. The first time that I went to a hookah, I was with about 8 guys.
How old were you?
16,
You
17.
remember this story?
I didn't know he got finger banged in the butthole.
Yeah.
Dude, they made a cartoon about
it
this.
was great.
Okay,
yes,
right.
Coke Classic did a great job on that.
Okay.
But anyway, I'm in the car, and, she's sucking on my dick, and it's like, I really couldn't think about getting my dick sucked because my friends are on the hood of the car looking right in through the windshield, and it's not like you can look away. It's all strict one-on-one eye contact.
That's really weird. I never want to see a friend get a blowjob.
No.
Oh, I did too. When I wasn't in the car, I was the first dude on the fucking hood.
On the hood.
On the hood to see your face while you were getting a blowjob. Yeah,
That is weird, dude.
So what?
I think a lot more of
pounding
it. I think a lot more was to make the person in the car that much more uncomfortable. So of course it affected me fully. That what I'm saying, you got 6, 7 of your friends outside.
If you're getting a blowjob, I don't want to be anywhere near.
No.
No,
Especially
No.
from a streetwalker.
well, that's
Okay. Good fun.
it was.
So did you enjoy the bonus finger?
Reed, I was done, and I want to say that it was the fastest time you ever came in your life. She got her finger in my ass. I achieved an erection, and I was done.
Maybe that's why she did it.
Well, that's
Have
of course.
you?
Yeah.
Have you since then ever fingered your own ass while masturbating?
No.
No. But do you still stick a bar of soap up your ass?
But when I wash my ass, yes, the bar of soap.
No, that's not how
goes
you
in
wash
my
your
ass.
asshole.
No.
Well, yes, I'm sorry. I use the bar of soap. What do you use? A face cloth?
A face cloth. First off, I use a bar of soap like you're supposed to use a bar of soap.
And how's that? It's not supposed to touch your body.
You touch it.
No, I thought you said one time you stuck the whole
When
thing
I wash
up.
my
the
wash
bar
my
of soap will go into your anus if you slide it up there. You want to try? There's a bathroom right over there.
I don't. But okay. Okay. I did not know that.
What's the craziest? Wow.
I've never had soap in my ass.
No.
I will put my hand on the Bible and say a bar of soap has never been in my ass. It's big, man.
Yeah, you were going to ask what's the what?
I was going to say, what's the craziest Reed sex story?
I don't have any.
Well, there
it
was
certainly doesn't
7
involve
men.
Yeah, you still did taking these trips with dudes.
Not anymore. They've all moved away. They've all.
See, I used to do all sorts of group vacations and stuff during college and after college, but Reed kept it real.
Well, some friends are single, so they don't so they have to go with friends on vacation. So I go along. They say, "Oh, we're going to Vegas," for 3 or 4 days. I'm like, "All right, I'm in."
I know, but you guys went to weird.
Yeah, sometimes.
Exotic
We went to
looking.
Costa Rica one time. We went to Prague. That was the trip we went to Prague, which is cool. We went to Amsterdam. Went to Canada.
And so, listen,
went skiing. I mean, it's just stuff like that. You go with your friends because they don't have girlfriends to go on vacation with, or they're not married. So,
I think Reed's only been to my house maybe this is maybe the 3rd time. Because the first time...
No, I've been a bunch of times. I even got photos from like back in like the 90s, dude, of us like sitting up on that balcony drinking beer with like this girl I dated like 15 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, you remember her? She came by. I got a picture.
I just assumed that we...
I want to see the picture.
Yeah, because you had I think you had a party or something. I can't remember.
It wasn't my wedding, was it?
No. It was just like I can't remember. But there's like 5 or 6 of us up there. It's like your boy Sabby.
I'm upset because I know you a long time since you owned this fucking house. I wasn't at this party.
No, I know. It's true. I never met you until you were on the show.
I was the embarrassing friend then.
Probably.
No, you were not the... Well,
this
you
guy
were...
talks about shitting and farting and fucking...
No, you weren't the embarrassing friend. The embarrassing friend was the guy who got really drunk and was trying to make out with my father. That was the embarrassing friend.
You still friends with this dude?
No.
Did your father give in?
No, and the dude was here with his boyfriend.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And your dad is like a cop, right?
My father is the most hardcore Republican cop, conservative.
But those are the ones who always want it.
I have to tell you, like when you date a chick and you look at a mother and sometimes you say, that's how your chick's going to look, or that chick's going to look when she gets older?
Yes.
Well, recently this summer, Laz's dad made an appearance in Long Beach. I have to say, dude, that someday you're going to be your fucking dad, just so you know.
Yeah, I already am.
I've seen a lot of similarities.
Is that a good thing?
No. It's never good when you turn into your parent. Who wants to be your fucking parent?
Well, some parents are cool.
Those are not cool parents. What makes them cool?
Well, I don't know. I'd never met... Well,
you didn't have cool parents then?
No, I mean, my parents are pretty cool.
What
are they glad that you finally got a beard? I mean, a wife?
No, I'm not saying they're super hip, but, they got a sense of humor. They're down with the kids. They like to take trips with 6 or 7 guys to Amsterdam.
Okay.
I'm just joking. They're not totally hip, but all right. They're.
Have you ever talked to your father about pussy?
No.
No?
No. Have you ever talked to yours?
Huh?
Did you?
Sure.
No, you did. I mean, what would you say?
Well, he'd always hand me condoms.
Really?
Dude, he would get inebriated when it was like me and my girlfriend, and we went to this restaurant. I'll never forget. And my dad's getting plowed. It's a Sunday brunch. Getting plowed. He goes into the bathroom and sees a condom machine. He's like, "Yeah!" And he comes out. And
were you in a fucking truck stop?
We were eating. Yeah, we were eating at a Stuckey's.
There was a French tickler and some cologne in there too for $1.
Dude, when have you ever seen that stuff on the wall and been like, "Ooh, for her pleasure, I think I should pick one up tonight"?
I'm telling you, there's still some clubs in Manhattan still have those machines. I am not even lying. Yeah, dude, it's weird. It's the weirdest collection of stuff because it's always like a condom, that's ribbed, cologne,
one glows in the dark,
and
right?
aspirin. It's like and antibiotics is the other one. It's like all the prescription for a good night.
Right.
They still have those. I swear, I still see them, and I'm like, who is buying this? Man?
You know what would be really great because they've got this technology now. If you could swipe your credit card and get like a $20 AIDS test that you could basically just brush on her skin and it like the paper turns blue or something or red if she's got AIDS, and you're like, oh boy. How great would that be?
Well, they have mail order ones, don't they?
I know, but it would be great. I need to know right away if we can dispense with the condom.
God. I think there are other things to worry about besides AIDS.
No. Well, what else is there to worry about?
Pregnancy.
Dude, Doc Martin takes care of all pregnancies.
That's just the abortion doctor that's nearby. Doc Martin? What, are you going to stomp on her womb? What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Jesus.
That or you shove it down a flight of stairs.
Or you put a bar of soap up in there. That'll take care of it. Wow.
Do you whistle the Irish Spring song while you stick the bar of soap up your ass?
No, I can't say I do. But that is my soap brand of choice.
Now, here's the thing. Do you and your wife share a bar of soap?
No, we do not.
Well, I would think not.
You have your own soap?
Yes, she uses a different brand.
Okay, that's fair.
A woman's brand, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
A woman's brand.
Yeah.
No, I understand.
Something a little soft and tender on the skin. Keep it young.
Wow. All right. So, what's the next step here with the being a funeral director?
I'm not quite right now. I'm kind of just enjoying what I'm doing.
How many days a week are you working?
I work 3 days a week.
That's about all you can
Here's
handle,
the
though,
thing.
isn't it?
You know something? If that was life, I wouldn't complain.
Those other 2
Sure.
days, would you work for me?
What am I doing?
I need the front of the house painted.
Dude, he's already
mean,
redone
no?
this house 3 times over,
I
man.
think I'm walking away from that. I gotta say, I think.
Well, dude, you've been walking away from money for 4 years.
Yeah, well, that's I gotta say.
You are the most selective vagrant that we know.
It
dude.
really is.
How do you turn down work?
He's like a homeless guy. You bring him a
know.
sandwich. He's like, I don't like pastrami. He's like, what
well,
the
of course,
fuck?
right.
exactly.
You're
I
sitting
don't
on a
like-
sidewalk in a pool of your own filth. All right, so what are you willing to do and what are you not willing to do?
I'm willing to work, but I want to be paid the wage that I want to be paid, and
I'll
that's
pay
not
you whatever you
happening.
want. I just need the
Yeah,
front of the house stained.
I'm not on the front of the house right now.
Why not?
'Cause
you installed the cedar.
I understand that. I'm not like ambitious about painting the front of your house.
So you're not ambitious about making money.
Not at this time of year and having to be outside in the cold and deal with all that shit.
I'm saying as long as, dude, it's pretty warm right now.
It's like 70 degrees outside.
Oh, it's only been 70 degrees this past week. You wait till after fucking Wednesday this week.
Well,
By the way, this
When this hurricane
studio that we're
blows
sitting
through,
in,
Dude.
this might be underwater on fucking
this
Monday
whole place
afternoon.
is going to be gone.
I need to take some pictures of this because this studio here is the studio where GTA 3, Vice City, San Andreas, all of it. This is where dreams were made.
There's going to be a gift shop in here one day, dude.
This house is gone. This hurricane,
But last hurricane, nothing happened, right?
dude. I evacuated to a place that was worse than here.
He actually got more fucked by leaving than me staying.
I went up to this place in Massachusetts, and the road got washed out in front of the fucking place.
And literally, I lose power if it's foggy out.
So you didn't leave. You were still
I
there.
didn't lose no fucking power. The only thing that I got to, do you never seen any of the film I took of the beach like completely gone?
Oh, he was a big YouTube star during.
Oh, good.
Oh yes.
Yeah, it had 34 views. No, I did not see that. I'm sorry.
There was a famous video when the hurricane. What's the name of it that hit last year? Irene. There's this huge lifeguard shack, and it's sort of like a lifeguard house on the beach.
Yeah, it's a 2-story shack.
Two-story structure got lifted up by the waves and smashed into the boardwalk.
Should.
Yeah.
But that's not the first time that happened to that building. You know that, right?
Oh, really?
That happened once before, yeah.
Yeah, so Wayne was running around taking pictures. He's like, "Look, there's water! There's water going down the street!" It was...
I know. I
He was the
remember that last
Geraldo
year.
Rivera
Listen,
of fucking Long
Listen,
Beach.
I will tell you this, that when I seen no sand left on the beach, you start to say, did I make the right move in staying?
No, I hear you.
Because
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like when
Yeah.
you start to see that fucking... And you know that the other side of your little island I live on, the bay side they call it, is lower than the ocean side, which usually means
the Bayside, they
the
call it.
ocean from the bay side comes on the island first. Mm-hmm. So it probably wasn't very long before the bay and the ocean met in the middle of the island, which is probably going to happen this time.
Seriously, it could be bad, man. But you know what? They've been hyping these things up,
Dude,
so much
as
that
soon
nobody
as-
believes them
As
anymore.
soon as I saw it called
Frankenzilla.
the Frankenstorm,
Yeah.
I'm like, is that a meteorological term?
Dude,
Like, is that
know.
is that a scientific term? Frankenstorm. I'm like, you fucking assholes.
Oh, yeah.
All these TV stations, networks, newspapers, websites, they want to keep you glued as long as possible.
Well,
and the
it
way
happened
they
to
keep
me
you
last night.
The way they keep you glued is scare the fuck out of you.
I was
Yeah.
out last night, and I came home at about 6:30. My wife had the news on, and she went out to a 7 o'clock yoga class and came back at 9 o'clock and realized, I ain't changed the channel. And she looks at me, she goes, what are you doing? I was like, I'm fucking making ice cubes. I'm checking the fucking flashlights. I got batteries. I'm counting how many candles she got. She goes, I'm in hurricane prepared. And she goes, calm the fuck
true.
down.
Dude,
That's
you're on
what
the
we do.
second floor of a structure that was built during World War II. That shit ain't going nowhere.
I don't know, dude. Don't underestimate it.
See, it's that kind of, and like I'm walking my dog. People are like, "Are you ready?" I'm like, "What am I gonna do? Some water, some flashlights, and then like,
Yeah. They were so hyped on the last one, too. I mean, New York, they shut down the subway, which I lived here, almost 20 years, has never happened. It was the biggest step. And I think the only thing that happened at our apartment was one of our plants on the terrace blew over. That was it. That was the only thing. We had stockpiled water. We had these bottles you get from, like, the water cooler at work. And
Poland Springs?
Yeah, like a Poland Springs thing that we had. We were keeping water, and, it drizzles for about an hour, and the next day you wake up and you feel like an idiot because you don't need the water. So we just use it to water the plants for, like, the next year and a half.
yeah."
It was stupid, man. But this one, It could be bad. I'm just saying it could be bad.
Yes, it could be.
So you're not evacuating, Lazlow?
No, not this time. I evacuated last time to like.
And I say this time we are fucked.
You think this is bad?
Dude, I've already seen it. They're shutting down the New York subway probably tomorrow morning at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
No.
That's what they were saying. And the Long Island Railroad, too. The Long Island Railroad's going to get shut down. They said the minute the winds hit 35 miles an hour, the MTA will start to fucking shut down the Long Island Railroad first. And the reason they'll shut the subway down is that it's cheaper if the subway gets flooded out to just let the subway drain naturally into a sewer system than it is if the cars get caught in flooded train stations and tunnels. Because then the cars break down and they actually have to send mechanics and people out to fix the car in the field. They'd rather have them all in the yard.
And also the dead bodies trapped in the cars.
Man. Yeah, but I hate all the
I gotta tell you, last night, after 3 hours, I was so fucking wound up. It was unbelievable.
Dude, I called him today. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm getting ready for the hurricane. I got some. I
got shit on my terrace that I know will fucking blow off.
Here's the thing.
Become fucking spears.
What do you got out there?
Suddenly, this is an Assassin's Creed video game. What are you talking about?
Dude, when I went on that boardwalk last year, I seen a sign down that all of a sudden I want to say, they said it was 60 miles an hour. The wind came and picked this sign up and it was thrown to the air like a Chinese star. At that particular moment, I was like, what the fuck did I just see? That I thought about that thing taking my fucking head off.
When's the last time you saw a Chinese
I gotta say, in my neighborhood when I was a kid, a lot of guys carried Chinese stars. a lot, Laz. I'm not lying to you. I want to say like every other one of my friends carried a Chinese star at one point.
I used to have one of those growing up.
See?
I had them, but I did not carry them around.
No.
And, these guys would carry them, and I hung out in a park that had trees, and they would just stand there for fucking hours, just winging the fucking thing at a target on the tree.
I was thinking about this a while back. You can't really just buy Chinese stars anymore, can you?
You can't buy a switchblade anymore either.
No.
What a weird weapon the Chinese star is, because you could just pull it out of yourself and wing it the fuck back at the dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
I don't know what anyone
Things
uses
in your
them for.
fucking skull. I'm gonna
true.
pull it out, fucking wing it back.
It's like the same thing, in those tacks that ninjas throw down, so that you step on them, they go into your foot. Like what do kids do with those things, man?
I never seen tacks.
Yeah, it's like a ninja technique when everyone
it's a very sort of spy hunter.
Maybe that was a 70s and 80s thing where everyone growing up wanted to be a ninja. But you're right.
The attacks are ridiculous because it's like, you can't walk through here. It's like, I can just walk around when you through them.
Or I can just pull out a damn gun, which was invented since these tacks, and just shoot your ass. It's ridiculous, man. I guess the ninja thing's gone, though.
The ninja thing was huge. I mean,
I remember those
I had
days.
Nunchucks, which are probably the stupidest weapon of all time.
Man, they
Did
are.
you hit yourself with them?
Dude, I hit myself in the nuts so many times with those fucking stupid things.
Because you were trying to do that stupid move where you put it between your legs?
Yeah.
No, that never
Dude,
works.
What other weapon do you sling at your nuts? What a these fucking ninjas are idiots.
I know.
If any kind of weapon, you're like, you know what? I should sling this between my legs.
Right.
Oh,
That'll scare an intruder. It's like, that guy's crazy. He's swinging a weapon against his dick.
Do you think after a certain amount of time you like it, that you start to enjoy it? You're just like, you're hitting yourself in the fucking crotch just to enjoy it?
It's possible.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know, but I just remember going to stores as a kid, and you could walk in, as like a 9-10-year-old kid.
Oh, yeah.
And buy a Rambo knife.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Which was an enormous sharp knife.
Yep. Had a compass on the end.
And a compass.
And the camouflage sheath.
Yes,
and the camouflage sheath. And a saw. Do you remember the saw? It was like, all it was a piece of wire that you were somehow like... And I would take things out of there to use them, and there was also fish hooks.
That's right.
Do you remember that? There were the Rambo knife had fish hooks.
Where was I during all this, man? I remember the Rambo knife.
You were under the
$5.
Queens Bridge in a car. You were probably 38 years old back then.
But I remember the fish hooks because it's like, and this was so Cold War because it was like when the apocalypse happens,
I know.
what you want to do is be eating radioactive fish.
I know. It's like some sulfate pills or whatever they used to give you for radiation. What were those things?
Yeah. Oh, they would, and there was iodine pills in there.
Iodine, right?
So that you could purify some water.
That's right. That's right. I remember
so
that.
true.
Dude, I love my Rambo knife. I used to I was ready. I was fucking ready. I had Chinese stars, and I was practicing.
See, you had Chinese stars.
Yeah, I spray painted a target on the fence
Nice.
in the backyard, and I was practicing for the ninja apocalypse that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Did you have Chinese stars?
Yes, I did.
Did you have one go astray or something? Like land up in the neighbor's side of the house?
Well, I told you what happened to. Then I got into the bow and arrow thing, and decided that I was going to figure out the flaming arrows.
Nice.
So I made I put like fabric around the end of it, and dipped it in gasoline, and lit it.
Jesus.
And I was shooting it at the same target as my fancy Chinese star target. And I thought I told this before. And it's kind of difficult to aim. See, here's the thing: when you pull the string back, the flame part comes right against your hand. Right? So, which you don't really think about, because normally it's just the tip there, because you have to pull it all the way back so that the sharp end is about an inch or two away from your front hand.
Yeah.
So I pull it all the way back, and then there's fire. It starts singeing my fucking hand, and I just let go without aiming. It literally nicked the top of the fence and went poink and bounced and stuck in my neighbor's house on fire. And I was like, fuck! And I jumped over that fence and jumped up and grabbed this flaming arrow out of my neighbor's house. And I swear to God, dude, there was an arrow hole and just a big black char mark on the side of my neighbor's house. He fucking hated my guts.
So he knew it was you.
Dude!
It's the only kid on the block.
But you wouldn't. You don't come home and you see a hole in the side of your house. And you're like, well, that's a flaming arrow. Because you know why? Because this isn't 1244 or whatever. You don't expect that it's a damn flaming arrow. What did you have to fess up that it was you?
Dude,
or
I
did
got
you
into
see?
so much. This is the guy also that there was like all these spray paint cans in the garage. I thought I told this one too, where I shot a spray paint can up on the fence. It was like near the fence, and I shot the spray paint can, and the arrow popped out of it, and it took off like a firework. You know how those fireworks, those blooming ground flowers, is basically just a hole in the middle, and they spin and shoot up in the air? Well, same thing with a full can of spray paint. It literally just spun and shot up in the air, went over the fence, and this guy had like turf flown in from like the most exotic golf courses. His yard was pristine. This thing flew over the fence and proceeded to shoot all over his yard with black spray paint that basically just trails of black spray paint all over his beautiful yard, which, of course, in the next, like day or so, that grass died. So he had these tracks across his... He fucking hated my guts.
You realize you have the personality profile when you were a teenager of a serial killer, right? It's like those are all the things that they say. Oh, this is... If you tortured animals, that's the only thing outstanding in your personality profile.
No, I did. We used to stick M80s in like frogs and stuff.
Well, there you go. Serial killer right there.
Yeah. It's,
You fucking blew up frogs?
Sure.
Damn, dude. You were a delinquent. Where were your parents during all this?
Church.
Where you belong.
Exactly,
They were
man.
in church. No, I was, I was a young Christian in trouble. It was,
I gotta say, the most deviant thing I did as a kid was I set a cat on fire. Yeah.
Did it die?
Oh, no, it didn't die, but we got caught doing it like within 15 seconds because when you light a cat on fire, it runs.
I would imagine.
And it runs around squealing really loud. And
Romantic moments with Big Wayne.
And it wasn't done like purposely. It was like, if you understand what I'm saying, it wasn't like someone held a lighter to the cat and said, "Oh, it's on fire." It was like you ever take matches and make like rockets with them, or you snap them with your thumb and the match kind of flies?
No.
No, I have to say
Apparently,
no.
you didn't like fire and play with matches. Well, that's what ended up happening was the match kind of shot out. I'm not saying I wasn't aiming at the cat, but the cat immediately got on fire, and it ran up on top of a fence and started running around. And I lived in an 8-family house at this time. That was rows of them. I was like 20 in a row. And some girl that I knew seen me do everything. And I want to say within 20 minutes, the cops were at my door because you run home immediately. When people start yelling to you out the window, I know who did it. No, you don't. I'm going home. I got an alibi. I was home.
Then what happened when the cops came?
They just, they said, you gotta, you can get charges pressed on you for cruelty to animals and shit like that. I was only like maybe 11 or 12 years old.
Did they talk to your parents?
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
I got the shit beat out of me.
Really?
Oh, yeah. My father beat the crap out of me because when the cops come to your house, you're like you're a fucking criminal. And it's like, I'm not having no criminal son, and the cops coming to my fucking.
Did you ever see the cat again?
Yes.
Wait, now.
Yes, yeah.
But
and it was just like old singed burnt hair like that. You know what I'm saying?
Was it a pet or was it a stray?
Where I lived, there was a lot of street cats, a lot of alley.
Okay.
They called them alley cats.
Wow.
Yeah. But I gotta say, one other thing I did when I first started working in the city, I worked at 64th and 5th Avenue, and it was across the street from Central Park.
Yep.
And if we would walk to like the corner of 60th, I believe, and 5th Avenue, which was the corner of Central Park, and there's a lake there, and we'd walk around the lake and we'd catch frogs. And when we caught the frog, we would just immediately smash it on the fucking concrete.
What?
I mean, immediately. You just pick it up like a bam, smash it right on the floor. Like, literally, that was it. Imagine you flying 50 feet out of the air head first on the concrete.
How old were you then?
A little older, I gotta say. Should have known better. Maybe 20.
35.
19.
Damn.
Yeah, I should have known better.
And do you feel guilty about this now?
No, I gotta say, no, I don't feel guilty about that. Fucked with the horse carriages a lot, too, over there. I couldn't tell you. I had friends that would, you'd go up to one of those horse carriages and you'd have a cigarette and you'd put the fucking cigarette out on the horse's ass.
What the fuck?
What are you doing? You're a serial killer.
The fucking horse and carriage would fucking take off. I want to say whatever street connects 5th Avenue to 8th Avenue, whatever that is, Columbus Circle, whatever it is.
Right.
And oh my God, the fucking horses would take off like you wouldn't believe. And the other thing we used to like to do was throw M80s in piles of fucking horse manure as people were walking by them. Now, if you put an M80 in a pile of horse manure, you know what happens?
It sprays everywhere?
Oh, it sprays. Half the time we were wearing it. But just to watch fucking crazy tourists and people get blasted with shit was amazing, man.
Did they know it was you?
We were pretty much hysterical. Yeah, I would think they do.
But did they come after you?
I gotta say, once or twice, I do remember someone, fucking saying, fucking assholes come charging at us. But you're with like fucking 15, 20 people. You're not like by 3 people, oh, let's throw an immediate fucking horse shit.
This is like one of those documentaries of the 1920s with the little street urchins. Like,
I know.
When were there just piles of manure in Manhattan?
In the 80s, they would, what I'm saying, what the horse and carriage people would do, they would actually want to keep that clean so that people would come and use. So they would actually have a shovel and make a big pile. And I guess every day or so, someone came and fucking made some fertilizer. I'm not quite sure, but
so there's just a pile of shit in Manhattan.
Still is.
There are always piles of shit behind those horse carriages. Those horses.
So
what do you think? They're trained to say, "I got to use the toilet." Fucking, they're walking and out on the floor.
So
it still does.
See?
Still happens in Central Park. That loop they go around with those horses and carriages. There's all kinds of crap.
And so your friends that would put cigarettes out on the horse's ass.
Yeah.
Did they ever get in trouble for this?
Yes, we did, yeah. Someone got caught for that. And there was another place that used to be on the side of the Belt Parkway that you could do horseback riding. And that would be a big thing, too. We'd have like 8, 10 of us, and we'd be cool, and you'd be on dates with a chick, and you'd see like one of your friends trying to bust a move, and you'd go up with a cigarette and put it on his horse's ass, and the fucking horse would take off, man.
This was a date.
It was a bunch of people getting together. I'm not saying it was dating, but I'm saying it was we're gonna go get horseback riding. You want to come? And people would get together and go.
And would the horse ever come back after you put it?
Eventually, you would slow the horse. I'm saying the guy would grab the fucking reins and slow the horses down. But
man,
I gotta say, it was never done to me, Reed, and I was thank the Lord.
You're lucky.
These horses don't take off like you just think. Like
it's like
this is really like John Wayne. Badoof, 2 steps and these fucking things are moving, man.
It's like an Our Gang short from the 1920s. What was Alfalfa doing during?
And when I think about some of this, and I think about like a YouTube video, it's like fucking back in the day, the shit my friends did of blowing up cars and just all kinds of shit that you would make
blew up cars,
all kinds of shit, man. blew up telephone booths.
How do you wait?
We used to blow out bank windows pretty much regularly on the week of 4th of July.
Wouldn't the alarm go off?
Yeah, the alarm would go off, yeah. And the cops would show up, and you'd be standing across the street from the bank, and the cop would look at you and be like, he knew who did it, but they'd have no proof who blew the window out.
How do you blow out a window?
All right, so you take an M80.
Romantic moments with Big Wayne.
This isn't really romantic.
I don't feel like this is romantic. But
No.
anyway, they call
more
it,
criminal moments
They
with
call
Big
it
Wayne.
a time bomb.
Yeah.
So it's a known fact that if you break a cigarette off the filter, or if you light a cigarette and it continues to burn, it will burn for like 3 minutes before it's burned completely.
This is before they changed cigarettes, because cigarettes used to have like gunpowder.
You're
in them,
right, exactly. There
So
was
that they would-
something in
they
it
would-
that
they
made
would
it
con-
accelerate to burn. Right.
That's why there were so many people like died in bed smoking.
Smoking, right.
Because the cigarettes would continue to burn all the way down. Now cigarettes will go out.
Right, they will go out. But anyway, so you would break off the filter, and you would kind of like twist it over the fuse of an M80.
Okay.
Now, the thing that was funny is the cigarette was already lit because you could have to have the cigarette burning. You can't just light it. So we'd take the cigarette, slide it over the fuse, and then duct tape it to the glass of a bank window. And it would just, I mean, the windows were huge. They were like 5 foot by 12 foot. I mean, they were big, huge pieces of glass. And I got to say, for at least 5 years straight as me being a teenager, these windows got blown out regularly.
He's like a fucking Occupy Wall Street guy.
Yeah, really, man.
We used to blow up the telephone booth also. And the telephone booth on the corner where I hung out, back then, the number was on the phone. So you could call and be who's hanging out. And chances are you knew the person that was answering the phone if you called.
Wait, so you would just... Hold on a second. So you would be at home and you would call the phone.
You'd call the corner and say, yo, I'm looking for Joe. Is Joe around? And they yell out, Joe, yo, it's Choppers. You know what I'm saying?
I forgot your nickname was Choppers.
My nickname was Choppers, and they would say Choppers, and then Joe would come down to the phone.
Wait, why choppers?
Because he loves to eat.
Yes, because I like to eat my Choppers.
Do you ever run into anyone who still calls you choppers?
Oh, yes, most definitely, yeah.
And are they in jail?
No.
Okay.
Actually, I just have a friend that I didn't see for 13 years, and in the past year I've rekindled. I was his best man in his wedding, and him and his wife both still call me Choppers because they don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. My own family, still, and Colleen, my wife's family, a lot of them call me Choppers too.
Okay.
And so...
But anyway, on 4th of July, this was a regular payphone. And we'd fucking blow the shit out of the fucking payphone.
With what?
M80s. They also used to, back in the day, sell another kind of, it was called the pineapple. You ever heard of it?
Nope.
So it was something to be like, an M80 was a quarter of a stick of dynamite, and something like a pineapple was equivalent to a half a stick of dynamite.
Which they would sell you.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, they would sell without a doubt.
I thought fireworks were illegal in New York.
They are illegal, but that doesn't mean you can't buy them.
Who'd you buy them in Chinatown?
No, you would know someone in the neighborhood that would start to, like a month before. They would make up a price list and go around handing it out, all the schools and everyone that knew that they were going to buy.
The schools.
And buy fireworks. And then what they would do is they would rent a truck, go to wherever they had to go, North Carolina, South Carolina, and come back with a fucking box truck, sell it all, and that's how they made money. And then usually the guy in my neighborhood that did this, all the money he made on 4th of July, he would then put on a fireworks show that, you know what I'm saying, was equivalent to anything that you ever seen over the fucking East River. Literally. Hours and hours and hours of mortars going off and all kinds of fucking...
Dude, it's weird,
explosives.
the fireworks now, because, New York, like, you can't buy fireworks around here, but, like, Long Beach, at least, on 4th of July, it is bananas, dude. There's people, like, putting on, like, major fireworks
I gotta
shows.
say, amazing that Lazlow actually got me some work this summer where I worked up in Connecticut 2 weeks before and leading up to 4th of July. And all of a sudden, one day, I'm coming off the exit, and I'm, like, in Connecticut, and I see a sign that says, fireworks for sale. So I'm just like, and the sign's got arrows, and it leads to a Gulf gas station. And the guy literally has a tent set up in the fucking gas station, and he's selling fireworks out of that.
What'd you buy?
I didn't buy anything, but I did stop because I was just curious.
Yeah. I remember that. You ever been to south of the border?
Oh,
which
yes,
is,
yeah.
Where is it? South Carolina?
Yes, it's the border of North and South Carolina.
They had all kinds of fireworks.
Oh, man, stores of it, man. It was like a warehouse store.
Yeah. I used to buy those things. Remember the snake?
But
I
want to tell you, one of the last times I went back to my neighborhood, me and my wife, who wasn't my wife then, was my girlfriend, we actually went to a show that the guy who I used to know did the fireworks. Look what he's bringing out, M80s. The guys who
Why do you
I
have
know
this
gave
stuff?
the show, younger brother was now doing this. And I got to the thing, and they wanted to just use up all the fireworks as fast as they could.
Wow.
And I took a gross of these things that were M80s that you lit on the ground, but they blew up and went up in the air and then blew off. And they had an open fire, and I threw the whole gross on it. You would have thought you were in Vietnam. So me and my wife go running for cover. And my wife gets in the box truck seats of the truck that's holding all the fireworks. And all of a sudden, all outside of us is boom, boom, boom. What do you got there?
Damn.
I have a whole box of fireworks.
Hold on.
Why do you have these?
Hold on, Reed. I can't read that.
You got a fat boy firecrackers. I remember the black cats growing up.
Yeah.
You know what the lamest
I gotta
firework
say,
was? What's
2 or
that?
3 years ago, he has a weekend party on 4th of July. We come here, and somebody sent him some fireworks. It was pitiful.
What?
It was pitiful that one year. You know it.
What, his fireworks display?
Oh,
was
my
pitiful?
God, it was terrible. And, of course, he lives in a pretty high-populated residential street, so you're worried about shit landing on other people's homes. Of
course.
Well, not me and my friend Chris, but Lazlow was.
Just because he's a responsible one.
Who was the crazy fucker from your job
Right. So then that was
walking around with the fucking shit in his pocket?
So the first year, this guy that used to work at Rockstar goes, "I'm going to Texas, man. I'll get you." I'm like, "Give me some fireworks down there, motherfucker, and ship them back," which is highly illegal. So he gets his box of stuff. I gave him a bunch of cash and stuff. You want? Yeah, you want some more beer?
I got this. Still drinking it.
And
Meanwhile, you drank a half bottle of
Wayne
rum.
has dented this bottle of rum.
I love it. You have a soda, but you just drink the rum
No, he
straight.
he
and
does
then
it to cut.
Just a little chaser.
Yeah,
Right, but you shoot the rum straight.
Yeah.
And then you just have a chaser. All right, anyway, you do what you need to do.
So anyway, so he sends me these fireworks, dude. It was like some black cats and some sparklers. I'm like, what the fuck? So then my boy Keith,
I thought he was the one that sent us the bullshit package. He sent us the real shit?
Yeah, Keith sent me like all this. In Missouri, you can get like megaton bombs. They don't give a shit. So he sent me a huge box of crazy stuff, and which I'm scared to light half of it off. So it sits. Strangely, it sits 5 feet away from us.
I gotta tell you, in the
safe.
fucking hottest room of his house,
Yeah.
I almost feel like I'm at Anthony's right now. I gotta tell you,
Well, you're wearing a sweatshirt,
it's because I'm comfortable. But
dude. I've got all this equipment in here. It gets, this is where the Technophile was recorded. For God's sakes, it
History.
used to get hot as balls.
You know the lamest firework though. Have you ever seen the thing called the snake?
yeah, of course we've seen snakes, dude.
That is the lamest
Do you
damn
want-
thing.
No, the lamest firework is when you go around and you collect all the duds on the morning after 4th of July, and you take the gunpowder and you make a thing called a genie. See? You think
Is this going to involve a phone booth?
no? It's just all the gunpowder, and then you light a match in the middle of it, and it just and it makes a big cloud of smoke.
That's it.
Nice.
That's it.
Don't you feel like blowing something up?
But that's what you did in my neighborhood as a kid when you didn't have money to buy fireworks. So the day after 4th of July was more important, looking for the duds.
Jesus. What do you got? A YouTube video over there?
I've been wanting to share this with you for a while. It's a documentary that was made about the Insane Clown Posse.
The Juggalos.
Have you seen the documentary?
Seen some of it.
I haven't. No.
It is. It's one of my, and it's been around for a while, but
Can we go full screen?
it's one of my favorite documentaries. So, how do you describe the Juggalos anyway? It's it's like white trash rap.
Yeah, they wear clown makeup. They seem to drink a lot. I don't know who these people are. Do you know any of these people in your real life? I've
No.
never met any single person who's like, oh, I'm really into it.
And they have this
Insane Clown
gathering of the
Posse.
Juggalos. If you Google
Yeah.
gathering of the Juggalos, they have these huge festivals, and they all drink this weird white trash soda. I forgot the name of it.
I don't know.
And
Oh, right.
they wear clown makeup.
Yeah. I don't know what it is, man. It's just weird that there's a band like that that's not even on your radar, but can pull in this kind of group. Oh, there's a naked guy.
A naked guy just walking. Now, I've been to a lot of music festivals, but
I think I would be naked guy at a music festival to tell you the truth.
and
Probably
this
would.
guy, and here's the guy with an enormous fat woman on his on his lap,
It's crazy.
and then it's like
It's like Burning Man for rednecks.
Look at his
It's
fucking
best I can- Yeah.
just a guy with no shirt on and an enormous gut just jamming. and they all bring chairs and play hacky sack with clown makeup on.
There you go.
It's the weirdest phenomenon of all time.
I think that's
and some big hip hop people that tend to be on the way out will come play this festival. And I actually met a hip hop guy that said he'd played it. And he goes, "Dude, they're winging bottles at your head the whole time you're fucking."
Well, that's the thing I learned at Comic-Con was that there's so many subcultures now where they aren't on your radar in the mainstream, but underground, they build their entire lives around these things, these people. And this is one of them.
Yeah.
These people, they wake up every single day and the only thing they think about is the insane clown posse.
What do you guys love about being juggalos? Partying, family. It's like being home. This is home. We can get fucked up and don't have to worry about it. Woo woo!
It's like being at home. We can get fucked up and don't have to worry about it.
You know where you can do that also? At home. Because nobody's going to bother you. Instead of you're now at a teepee in some field.
I do it at home.
Well, exactly. Nobody bothers you.
The best thing about being a juggalo is my motherfucking family. Family! Family! Family!
They're always chanting family.
Right.
Yes. So your family evidently is all fat and fucked up.
Right.
Family! 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 Woo woo!
Juggalo is kind of the title that bonds us together, but the truth of the matter is that being from different walks of life and being from cultures that are so estranged from each other, you know, I feel like everybody takes their own little bit from it.
Does this guy look like he has any kind of job that pays over $10 an hour?
I think you worked with him at the pizza place, didn't you?
I think so.
Isn't it hard to have a family, though, when there's one woman to be spread among 700 shirtless fat dudes?
Dude, that's the old way.
Yeah, I guess so.
Everybody gets to bang her, and whoever has the strongest sperm wins. It's like a pride of lions.
It's like Smurfette with clown makeup.
And, you know, adapts that to, you know, hey, this speaks to me, and maybe that doesn't, you know, and somebody else might.
Look at this guy in the background. Is
that's a guy? I think that's a
girl.
chick.
Oh, okay,
Dude,
so maybe
that
there is a girl.
When you have a gunt that sticks out farther than your tits. The other thing that's great,
her tits are resting on it.
her tits are resting on her gunt. And when I love it when white people are like, I really need dreadlocks.
Yes.
It's like, and they don't have naturally curly hair. And it's just like, dude, give it up.
Never a good idea.
You're not down.
No.
You know, vibe with this and not so much care for that. But, you know, so you'll have juggalos that are, you know, maybe out here with their families, you know, trying to have a wholesome good time. You know, you meet straight edge juggalos. I mean, I'm not going to deny that there's not juggalo gangs out there, you know, but to call juggalos themselves.
They whistle. It's like West Side Story, but people in clown makeup.
Of the gang is a very big misconception, I think.
I first became a juggalo because my brother right here, I mean, I've known him for over 11 years now.
Wait.
He's your fucking brother.
I know him, bro. Wow.
He's my brother. I've known him for 11 years. It's like, wait, hold on a second.
Right.
They're both obviously like 18, 19 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, hell, I didn't know he was my brother. We was making out.
You know, he's not my blood, but goddamn it, he'll be the closest thing I will ever have to blood. You know.
None of this makes any sense.
What kind of family do you have?
We're all inbred as hell.
And just the scene through kind people, you know? Kind people that people look down upon because they listen to weird shit. They didn't like their music or their appearance, so they turned them away. This motherfucker's been turned away by some of the so-and-so kind people, churchgoers. I go every Sunday, pay my dues, and they turn him down
because he looks like a fucking piece of shit. The reason that he's getting turned away is because he's high as fuck.
He hasn't said anything. His eyes haven't opened, and he has lots of metal stuck through his cheek.
I'm getting discriminated against. You look homeless.
Right. Yeah.
You look homeless. Take a bath. I'm too busy doing whip hits, nigga.
Oh, man. Wow. Where is the meeting of the Juggalos? Because we should go and we should broadcast the show from there.
I tried to get this guy at Rockstar to I said, we should go. He's like, dude, we will get knifed.
No, you won't. They just said everyone's a family. They accept everyone.
You put a little makeup on, you hop around, you fit right in.
You don't even need makeup.
the way he looks and talks. This motherfucker has helped me pay my rent, took me in. He's done more shit for me than my own family.
And he comes on my tits just
That's
like
how I became a
just like my dad.
juggalette through family love.
A juggalette.
Juggalette. I love a juggalette.
It's a lifestyle. It ain't a music choice. It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
Right. Which leads to what exactly? What do you think this is going to lead to?
What's the lifestyle? Fucking, do what you gotta do. You don't fucking hate on people because they're different. You see the difference in people and you just love them for who they are, Anybody can come here and fucking have a good time.
Me, personally, I can't describe what a juggalo is. They're a special breed. They're just...
This chick is sitting in her car, which looks like an 88 Impala.
Yeah.
I gotta say, she looks like a Snooki juggalette.
She looks like a Snooki with metal all in her face.
Why is everyone overweight? I'm being serious.
I'm
being dead serious, dude.
Because you have a fucking metabolism level that fucking absorbs everything, right?
But why is every
all
person who
fat.
listens to this one band
They're all
way
fat as
overweight
fuck.
and not wearing a shirt?
I love them. I just love them. Like, I can't...
Is she holding a dart?
Like, they're just so carefree and free-spirited, and they don't give a fuck. It's what I love.
Because you're fat, you fucking...
She holding a dart? I'm serious.
Could you fuck that?
No. First off, she's eating. She's got a lollipop.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes. What does that mean? I do whatever the fuck I want and don't give it two fucking shits.
What are you out here doing? Talk to me about the party.
I don't know about the party. I haven't quite moved from the car in a while.
Because I'm too fucking high to move from the car.
Yeah, anyone over the age of 9 who's eating a lollipop, you got to figure they're on something, don't you think?
Yeah.
Since...
Tell us why.
Because I am fucked up on E and vodka.
Yes, exactly.
She's fucked up on E and vodka. Dude, we're all like family. What do you mean? Oh, we're on E and vodka.
Yes.
Show us some of your tattoos.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. They've all got the juggalo, the tattoo, which is the guy running with the meat cleaver. Big fat guy on a chair.
This dude was
the way I got that vomit off me was to get to the fucking raid.
What happened?
I got fucked up. I was drinking Caribou Lou on the fucking carnival rides and fucking
That will do it every time.
Apparently, I fucking passed out, and then my fucking homeboy fucking shows up out of nowhere and gets me back to the fucking tent. Man, apparently I fucking fell out in the middle of the road. Apparently, I had motherfuckers come up to me and ask me how I am. That's how bad it was. It was a fucking...
It's great. We get together and we black out for 4 days straight.
Right.
Dude, I went to this music festival in Connecticut this summer called Gathering of the Vibes, not Gathering of the Juggalos, but it's just sort of like a bunch of deadheads and stuff, but they always have like a bunch of, they're like Zappa plays Zappa, Frank Zappa's son was there, and there's always some other like cool stuff going on, but this guy was fucked up as shit and came and stumbled into my boy's tent and just laid down next to him and went to sleep. Completely fucked up, and my boy like jumped out of his tent like, what the fuck?
You didn't kick him out?
This is like 8 a.m.
What?
And so dude slept in his tent for like 3 hours. And then
that's cool.
Dude, he comes out of the tent and he's like got this freaked out look on his, when you wake up in a place and you don't know where the fuck you are. Mm-hmm. You always have that freaked out look on your face.
Especially when there's a dude sleeping next to you.
Especially when my pants are around my ankles.
No, I mean when he came into my boy's tent and fell asleep next to him, he jumped out. My boy jumped out.
Oh, gotcha.
And because it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, it was time to fucking get up. But this guy had been partying all fucking night.
Gotcha.
And so he wakes up at like 11 o'clock in the morning, and he comes out of the tent all wild-eyed like, oh. And he looks at us and we go, how you doing? He goes, that's good shit, and just stumbles off and leaves his shoes.
I don't know how those people make money. How do they exist in the world? I really don't understand it.
It's insane.
Like
and then,
these people on this video.
And then this chick that we were talking to, who was like, a couple of tents over or whatever, she goes, that asshole crawled into my tent and I kicked him the fuck out.
Yeah, you did.
It's like, Jesus Christ.
A spectacle and shit, and I don't give a fuck because that was righteous. I'll tell you for real about being a juggalo, man. That shit made me the motherfucker I am today.
Yeah, unemployed.
And blacking out.
Yeah.
Blacking out on carnival rides.
Yeah, whose idea is it to mix a lot of alcohol and drugs with carnival rides? That's the one thing. You ever been to Oktoberfest, by the way, in Munich?
No.
Is the worst idea ever. It's all just endless tents of beer where you have to drink gallons and gallons of beer. And then the other half of it is carnival rides that go round and round. That's what it is.
Brilliant.
It's a terrible combination.
Honest to God, man, if it wasn't for fucking Jay and Shaq, that shit would not be on. I don't want to fucking think the kind of motherfucker I'd be. I grew up to be a fucking decent, fucking good-hearted, good-natured motherfucker. I'm a fucking nice person. I can cook like a...
Wait, if he weren't part of the scene, he would grow up to be a good person?
Yeah.
Is that...
I don't know what he's saying.
Motherfuckers make some fucking straight up fucking grub, fucking chicken fried steak, fucking collard greens, fucking mashed potatoes, all that fucking good ass sausage gravy, biscuits, fucking everything, man. I cook like a motherfucker.
Hungry.
I want to find
Dude, this guy is talking about somehow being part of the scene
Right.
has made him hungry for collard greens.
I love that sausage gravy.
Damn.
any ass little bitch, and make her fat, and we go lose weight together, and we'll bond.
My name is Maniac. First year of gathering. That's what's up.
Tell us about yourself.
About myself, I'm a happy motherfucker.
Dude, it's really nice when you see an 18-year-old that has smoked so many menthol cigarettes that she sounds like an 80-year-old woman.
And she's got those thin dreadlocks, too,
Yeah, she's
that
got
don't
those
look very
thin,
good.
shitty dreadlocks, and her teeth look like somebody punched a piano.
Oh.
Living life day to day, doing my thing.
What's Maniac all about?
Maniac. Being happy, doing fucking shit that she loves to do. Being crazy, making family, being happy. Yeah, most people think I'm on drugs because I'm always happy.
Yeah, because you slur every word. That's why people think
You're
on
talking to your teeth.
Right. And you probably suck a dude off for $5.
No, I'm not. I'm high on life.
No, you're high on something.
My voice is gone because I've been screaming so much. So much fun times here and family love.
What do you love about all this?
Dude,
are you serious?
Dude, she was obviously in a car accident
I'm
because
serious.
she's hit her head very hard.
Seriously, what drug is she on where that makes her do that?
Anybody tells me, I'm high on life, it's like, no, you're just dumb as fuck.
But what is... I've never been around somebody that's been
I've
like
never
this.
been
What
high
is
on
that?
life. The only
No.
people I meet that are high on life are dumb as fuck.
Right.
They're high on life because they can't figure out like how to get out of the house in the morning. Like, this is exciting because they're so fucking stupid.
Wow. What is she on? What is this drug?
Life. Oh man, what I love to think about this is it's a puzzle, and each of every one of us is an individual piece that puts a big picture. And once we're all together, it puts a big picture.
What are you saying right now?
She has problems with peas.
The big picture. I'm gonna fire my fire. What? She's like that droopy dog cartoon that used to come on. What the fuck? You know what, though? If you go to this gathering of the Juggalos, you know you're going to get some because these girls are so damn easy.
I haven't seen a sexy one yet.
No, we're
So
not
let's
sexy.
just see.
You would screw a corpse. What are you talking about now?
Yeah. I'll tell you what a juggalo and a juggalo is someone who's down with the clown until they're dead in the ground. That's what's up.
What did she just say?
She said, you're down with the clown until you're dead in the ground.
I can't fucking understand a word she's saying.
I have no idea.
That's like a foreign language.
Because I'm down with the clown until I'm dead in the ground.
What if this group breaks up?
No,
What
dude,
will
they've
these
got like
people
a
do?
million. You should watch their promos every year for the Gathering of the Juggalos. They have this amazing promo that they put online.
Yeah.
That's this terribly produced, like 20-minute thing with this chick narrating it. It's horrible.
They got that one song. Have you ever heard the song that they have? It's called like where they're in awe of all the things that are happening in the world. You know what I'm talking about? And they're like, I wonder where like math comes from.
Yeah.
So I wonder what happens. How does water boil? It's like, dude, it's called science.
That's
you
what-
dumb clown,
Right, because
bastard.
That's what I'm talking about. They're just like,
right.
Life is so interesting.
great.
It's like,
I wonder where...
I put fire under this water and it's bubbling.
Right. It's 8th grade earth science,
Right.
you dumb clown bastard.
I flunked out of school. Everything is a mystery.
That's what it's called. It's called mystery. You're right. That's what it's called, I think.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like this. The world is that's what it's called. The whole thing is the world's a big mystery. Where does a rainbow come from? Well, dude,
it'll be dark as fuck outside, and all of a sudden a big glowing fireball comes up in the air.
that I then worship.
Wow, spray painting somebody's face. You think it's good to spray paint somebody's face?
Probably not, no.
And the guy's got a cigarette. You see that?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's using spray paint to spray paint somebody's face.
Oh,
It actually really burns, I'm not going to lie.
Yes, because it wasn't meant to go on skin.
I don't think you're supposed to,
For the body or the face.
on the face.
That's
No, you
really...
should never put spray paint on your face.
That is really spray paint.
Yes, he goes, yeah, it really actually burns. You really shouldn't put spray paint on your face. Meanwhile, a guy just spray painted his face black.
And then he's just going to walk off and just leave it there.
Right, and the guy who was spray painting was smoking a cigarette. I was waiting for that to light, and all of a sudden he's fucking lit his boy up.
Jesus.
He's almost in blackface.
Oh, and he's going for green paint now.
Currently, at the moment, I think.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, is she naked?
Okay, so this next scene is literally a chick with the shittiest looking dreadlocks, because the dreadlocks are about 6 inches long, just coming off the top of her head.
Yeah, you remember late stage Coolio back in the 90s where he had that one like mop? Yeah.
Yeah. And so she's just like standing there looking like she's had, if you look right here, it looks like she's had a little slicey surgery. Like maybe they've taken some kind of uterus out or something.
Or maybe a baby has come out.
Last time I checked, I was tripping pretty damn hard on some good mushrooms. So, yes, keep it trippy, legalize everything.
All right.
It's nice. He just pulled. He's got pants that are he's not wearing, but he's got pants that he's not wearing. That he's carrying around that he sticks his hand down into the pocket to bring drugs out.
Meanwhile, this woman is naked and standing there, and some bald-headed dude with sunglasses has come up and said something to her, whispered something to her, and she looks a little bit offended.
Yeah, I think he just said, "Can I,
finger bang you when you're dead."
Dude, look at her profile.
Whoa.
Probably the most unsexy woman you've ever seen.
No.
Yes.
Over here.
Oh, he wants a picture with
Controlled
her.
anarchy, that's what we're about. We can party and still maintain ourselves appropriately. That is my statement.
Meanwhile, this guy's getting a picture with his girlfriend, and the guy's licking her tits.
Yeah. It's a shame when you're that young and your boobs look like that, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they really look like they've taken a hammering, haven't they?
Well, maybe it's because she had 3 children get cesareaned out of her. This is...
Wow. They love the
You know what's weird though, dude, is that each one of their votes in the upcoming presidential election counts as much as yours.
Right. Well, they're probably going to make a better decision than I will.
Yeah, I probably will. Who are these people? Where are they? Where do they live? What do they do? How
Drugs?
do they survive? How do they make money? How are they not dead?
I thought she was sexy.
You thought that chick was sexy?
I would have sucked on those titties. I got no problem
Dude,
with that.
that chick looked awful.
No, that body
That chick looked awful.
kind of dumpy, man.
I'll do a dumpy one.
Okay.
So it's just showing the campground now. It's just trash.
I've probably done 1,000 whippets. The whippets don't stop.
Oh, they're doing...
You know what? The gathering don't stop. You
Nitrous.
do. That's what I say. That's another thing. People think we're stupid. I mean...
Not at all.
I'm the stupid
Hardly.
You know, we got a couple, you know, in the
Wild
group or
ones.
whatever.
Couple wild ones.
Every group has yeah, you know, I mean, any situation, you know, you're going to have that one person or 2 people that's fucking...
This is the weirdest scene. You've got 2 white trash dudes with a fat black chick, and they're just sitting there doing whip hits.
Never a good idea.
Dude,
Whip it.
any event you go to and people are fucked up on nitrous, they're just And I've done a lot of nitrous. It makes you dumb as fuck. You just get into a hippie crack hole. You just sit there and keep doing it over and over.
Apparently, it works the way that you feel high because it's literally killing your brain.
You can feel brain cells running out of your ears.
It's out there. Yeah. You know, just because we got a couple juggalos that are out there, most of us, for the fucking most part, are insane, man. I mean, and that's why I got the hats around my neck. I like people to know where I'm coming from right off the gate.
That's why I've got tats on my neck. I like people to know where I'm coming from right off the bat. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at him. Maybe I shouldn't employ this fucking psychopath.
How's he ever going to get a job?
No, it's funny. Surprises, you know.
Somebody's been walking around all day. Have you seen this guy? He's got a Hatchman tattoo. About 15,000 of us. We all got Hatchet Man tattoos.
In various locations. Where's your Hatchet
all day.
Man?
What are you doing? I got to walk around with my Hatchet Man tattoo, bitch. What are you doing?
Sucking a big nitrous balloon.
Just gathering a juggalos.
He's going to have that voice, too. You know he's going to have that nitrous voice. Yep, here it comes.
What?
Have you never done nitrous?
This is where I want to come every year, every August. Matter of fact, I have quit jobs to come here before.
Dude, he is fucked up.
Is he passed out? Is he dead? He's
Look,
just
dude,
staring
I need
down.
like the second week in August off. And if you can't get it off, then I'm putting my 2 weeks in. It has happened. It has definitely happened.
Meanwhile, this guy cannot speak anymore.
Yeah, he can't speak. And he's got Juggalo tattooed right above his belly button that's all stretched out from the fat.
So is that the same thing as a whippet? You know, we used to suck the... Okay, I've done that before.
The different atmosphere, like all these people, I mean, I don't even know how big this place is, but, you know, hearing all the music in the woods and shit, you know?
Oh, man.
It's the fucking best. It's the greatest.
It is. I mean, you can sit here all night long and just have a good time.
Ooh, that's what's up.
I came here with this guy. He's performing, so I'm watching him. And then I meet this girl who's here with her boyfriend, baby daddy. But she likes me better, and we chill here for 2 days.
Wait, hold on a second.
Whoa.
Your cock is bigger.
He met a girl.
Yep.
Who has had a child with another guy, but she likes him better.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's hanging out with her. It's like a big redneck swinger party.
Yeah.
Until yesterday. No camping. Greatest time ever at the gathering. I've been to 6 of them. And then we're going to go watch Head PE. And then all of a sudden she just gets ripped away. And I look back and her boyfriend's got her like this. Carrying her away. But it was awesome. We fucking bonded. Juggalo, Juggalette fucking love. Awesome, traded numbers.
So he met this chick that he was fucking, and then the boyfriend shows up and is like, listen, you high bitch. Right. Stop fucking this drunk piece of trash out in the fucking road.
We'll be talking more good shit. To the gathering. Awesome fucking Juggalo love.
Group tune. Single barrel.
I like the guy just staring at the whiskey bottle this entire time, and the only thing he says is single barrel. This is some sophisticated stuff. It's in a single barrel.
Yeah.
Woo woo.
Whoop whoop.
Woot woot.
Yeah, woot woo. That's only in the phone. There's the carnival rides. That's nice.
Juggalos from Oklahoma 918 straight go
Chicago.
hard. I'm on dialysis.
What?
Oh my god!
I don't even understand what he just said. I'm from
Oklahoma, straight 918, go hard.
Yeah, I'm
on dialysis. What is that? Oh my god!
That was fucking fantastic.
That was amazing.
Juggalos from Oklahoma 918 straight go
Chicago.
hard. I'm on dialysis, man. I've been to treatment in Harrisburg the last couple of days. I'm still fucking here. I'm still getting the fuck down, and I'm still fucking doing it. Let's start this shit right now. Whoop whoop.
I'm sorry. My vital organs have shut down.
He's not looking good, dude. His hair is all patchy. He does not look. He looks like he might die at the gathering of the
My
Juggalos.
vital organs are literally shutting down. That I have to get hooked up to a machine to clean my blood. But I'm here doing drugs and drinking.
And I'm 24 years old. So what is 918 Oklahoma? Do you know, Lazlow?
No, I don't know. We were 405 in my motherfucking borough.
Okay. Yeah. What?
What? That's right. Buffet megachurch, Nicky.
My kidneys have failed me. I've been on it 9 years. Waiting on a kidney transplant. I have a rare blood type. I can't get a transplant right now.
My rare blood type is whiskey.
Right. I wonder why your kidneys shut down, you dumb bastard. You think it has anything to do with what you're about to do for the next week in a field somewhere?
I'm OB negative Jack Daniels. I need to find another person here that is also made of liquid booze.
Oh, my God. Who doesn't have 30% of their blood as spray paint that was just sprayed into their pores.
I've been huffing paint for 10 years. Strangely, my entire organs have been shutting down.
Right.
Oh. It's just a bad luck story. It's all it is. I'm getting back on the transplant list now. Hopefully I'll live another 5 years so that I can get a transplant. If not, I'm going to live life the best I can right here with the people I love.
Gigolo.
I'm sorry, there's no luck about what's happening to your body, dude.
The reason that here's the thing: to be on the transplant list, you have to be straight and narrow.
Right.
Like you can't be partying. You can't be.
Here goes my opportunity.
You can't be fucking around. Like dude. As soon as people start having a negative lifestyle, they will kick you off that fucking list in a second.
Why do you want to save this dude's life? He'll be dead in 2 years anyway.
Exactly. He listens to terrible music.
It's something special that you can only have one time. Enjoy the shit out of it.
And that's real. That's 100%. That's straight from the heart.
And his friend is
well, I'm high on mushrooms.
Right.
You know, I will say it's good to watch this because these people actually make Wayne's lifestyle look like very subdued.
Wayne
you look
looks
healthy, dued.
Yeah, you look healthy compared to this guy whose organs are shutting down.
I ran a marathon last month, just so you know.
I believe in that. Gathering of the motherfucking juggalos. I love this place, and I love you guys, and you guys, and you guys. We have alcohol, and we've got explosives.
Wow.
I love you guys. Why? Because we got stuff that can blow our hands off.
How did they get their hands on explosives, dude?
Oh, my God.
Why?
Oh, that's hysterical.
Why?
Oh, my God.
Let me show you how great we are.
No, please don't.
He takes a big swig.
Gotta put the beer down.
No, now he's going to blow up something. And now he's lighting something.
Yeah, he's lighting like it looks like a piece of dynamite.
That's what Wayne blew up a phone booth with in 1982.
Dude, the shockwave shut the microphone on the fucking camera.
People screaming.
Scare me. I'm not usually scared. That was pretty cool, though. Thanks for having me. I'll see you next time. I'll be here all fucking day doing the same shit, drinking and blowing stuff up.
No, you won't. Somebody's going to cart your ass off to prison, dude.
You know, fireworks, like explosives and booze always work really well together.
Jesus. This is insane. These people are insane, dude.
It really is nuts.
I'm not usually scared. That was pretty cool, though. Thanks for having me. I'll see you next time. I'll be here all fucking day doing the same shit, drinking and blowing stuff up.
Yeah, yo, Peter. You would go from leisure to seizure the second you peeked into my freezer. Judge a bitch by whether or not I'd eat her. If I would, I'm eager to leave her stitched at the beaver, because...
Here's the thing. White people need to understand there's one decent white rapper. Now, I'm sorry. There's sort of two... There's the Beastie Boys, which are pretty fantastic, right? And then there's Slim Shady. And if you're not in either camp...
Right.
Shut the fuck up.
Also, if you wear clown makeup while you're rapping.
Right. Don't rhyme.
Also, shut up.
Slut with a cunt shut me, nobody fucking need her. Then I proceed with the procedure unsterile. Clot your blood with the barrel of a fresh and bucked heater. What's sicker than sticking your dick in a cyst? Dr. PRMIC's fixing a rip.
He's talking about fucking assist.
I don't know.
Somebody
got their beaver stitched up.
If he thinks this is gonna be a #1 on iTunes, he's got some issues. I mean, like, that's fucked up.
Dude's got mad flow, yo.
Yeah.
Oh no. Maybe that was some Insane Clown Posse lyrics that he was.
Oh,
spitting.
maybe so. And I'm sure there's going to be people that, hey, dude, Insane Clown Posse is so good. I can't believe you guys have fucking trashed them. They're so
Must die.
fucking amazing.
A gun is not a knife. With a knife, you can surprise your victim, slice and rip them while eyes still wide.
He's a fucking serial killer. What is he talking about?
Still high. Get high twice because I'm bipolar. Fuck, you'll be stuck on my side when your life's over. Give me that white cola, a bladder, a twice dip. My mind flips, the crisis. Trying to find where my knife sticks. Die, bitch. Slips out my lips while I'm fucking and after.
I don't understand why chicks won't go out with me.
This is insane.
The dick, the broken broomstick gets shoved in.
Wow.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a broomstick up your dick.
Why you guys here?
Why are we
for
here?
the family, man, for everything, dude. Carnival,
For the family, for the music.
Something draws us here every fucking time, like
Get away from the kids for a little bit.
1 days a year. We look forward to this.
Did you just say get away from the kids?
Yes.
Yes.
These people should not have children. Nobody here should have children.
What? So you guys, do you guys have kids together or what?
Yeah, we got 2. My daughter's loaded. She's 7.
Dude, she is so high, she can barely put his foot. Look at her face.
I know.
She is high as fuck.
And my son is Silas. He's 4.
What are y'all doing tonight?
Just hanging right now.
Well, we just, drink a little bit. Probably get all stoned and smoke
not
some
tonight.
hash.
We left our kids on the side of the road at a rest stop. Wow. I don't understand why life's not working out for me.
Chill and then do it all over again the next day.
And what happens Monday? Back to reality or what?
Yeah, drive back
Drive
home.
back 22 hours.
22, yeah.
22 hours?
Where are you driving? Canada?
No, this is in the middle of... I forgot where they have it, like Indiana or some kind of, like, weird place. So bizarre. We should go.
We should go.
Jesus. Dude, there's a trailer that says showers on it, and it's been like...
It's been graffitied.
It's been graffitied.
And not a single person has taken advantage of these showers.
Dude, this music festival that I went to this summer, it was like the line to the bathroom were too long, so people were literally just pulling off to the side and just pissing.
Did it start to stink after a while?
Dude, it stunk like a motherfucker.
I would have so did that. I wouldn't even been on the fucking line.
There's never been a festival that hasn't turned into like
just pissing all over the place.
Yeah, raw sewage everywhere, mud. Oh,
yeah, chick coming out of the showers, the nice little gun.
Wow,
dude, it's so
everyone is fat.
Dude, what's the greatest is when you see an enormous fat person that is sunburned, like second-degree burned, because they fell asleep drunk as fuck in the sunshine.
Shoving a funnel cake into their pie hole.
Dude, look at the food. Italian sausage, pork chops, turkey legs. And look at that. Not one skinny person in that entire fucking picture.
No.
There's a fat girl sitting in the grass with it's my 18th birthday on the back of her fucking shirt.
No.
She looks like she's eaten for the last 18 fucking years, just fat as shit.
My name is Ashley. I'm from Muncie, Indiana, and this is my baby, Amelia May.
What?
That's my baby. Fucking 6 months pregnant. I'm fucking rocking it with the homies, you know?
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a pregnant girl.
Yes, and she has a cigarette in her hand.
And she's rocking it with the homies.
Yeah. Got a mini jugaloo inside of her.
Wow. Oh,
my name is Ashley.
Wait, look at this. There's a fat juggalo on a scooter, like a little rascal. Like he's so. I didn't even see that in the background. There's a guy.
That's pretty good.
He's so fat that he can't even walk. So he's like, you know what I need? Motorized transportation.
I'm from Muncie, Indiana, and this is my baby, Amelia May. That's my baby. Fucking 6 months pregnant. I'm fucking rocking it with the homies, you know.
And I'm gonna have a bleeding uterus in about 10 minutes from all this booze and shit.
Yeah,
dude, you know this did not end well.
No, the baby got aborted by hash.
Dude, when a girl is standing there pregnant and smoking,
no, it's never.
And you know she's drinking too.
For sure.
For sure.
Sexy.
Shit.
Drugs.
So another generation of ninjas?
Yes, definitely. Definitely. It's a definite next generation, and it's gonna be fucking sweet, you know.
Dude, look at these chicks. There's 5 chicks here, one of whom looks to be like missing teeth and in her 50s with her tits. If this thing came off, her tits would hit the ground.
That's just a jean skirt on.
And the other thing I love is these chicks that wear, it's sort of the goth look, but they wear all black to hide the fact that they're fat as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Dude, truly, I've not seen one fuckable chick in this whole documentary.
Keep it going. We're gonna keep the old shit in there.
Our village is juggalos.
Wait, she says it takes a village.
Okay.
The fat, old, toothless lady who has to be in her late 50s if you look at her.
Forget hot chicks. I'm just looking for somebody who's coherent.
Right.
I don't think I found that.
She says it takes a village.
Well, to do what? To ruin your baby's brain?
Evidently to collect unemployment. I mean, I don't know what kind of. This is a village on federal subsidies.
I was going to say this video is going to make me vote for Mitt Romney, dude. You've done the impossible.
Really, dude. When you see this side of America,
yeah,
I'm like, fuck the Democrats.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm like, we gotta do something. Vote Republican. I see this shit. I'm just like,
hell yeah,
you know, because you get into this liberal mindset of like, yeah, we want to help people and people are all good, and then you see these drunk fucks pregnant as hell.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm just gonna make some babies and let all you taxpayers raise them. Like, fuck you, bitch.
They should just run this entire video in Ohio, put a Mitt Romney logo at the end, and just throw down the mic and roll out.
The village to raise a child, and this is the village I want my child to be raised by.
No.
All right.
This is the village that I want my child to be raised by. Oh, I'm sorry. You mean the village of the guy doing nitrous oxide hits over there
with clown makeup,
and the fat guy passed out, or the person on acid talking about fucking somebody's open wound.
Years before I was a juggalo, so like it was a little bit weird because like a lot of the juggalos smoke weed. I started being when I considered myself a juggalo, and I started telling the juggalos that I was straight edge. They just accepted it. I don't come here for the parties. I don't come here for the music or the rides. I come here for the family.
SK,
and everybody just accepts who I am and what I do.
Here's what's happened, and we've touched on this in previous shows about how like hip hop in other countries will try to sort of adopt the the urban thing. This is white trash attempting to be like South Central LA because they're all throwing like gang signs. Here's the thing: if you have abandoned, burnt out cars in your front yard, don't throw fucking Crip signs at me. You know what I mean? You're not hard. You're just fucking trash. Like, calm down. It's unbelievable.
And I love it a lot. I couldn't ask for a better lifestyle. Everyone here has a job.
All of us have jobs, and we're all straight edge.
I graduated from college. I graduated from high school. I just lost my job, but...
Here we go.
Here we go. Dude, if you're sober and you can't even fucking get it together... like,
I graduated high school.
I graduated high school. What do you want?
You're supposed to.
You want
right.
you want a medal, motherfucker?
What do you want, a sticker? You're supposed to, dumb bastard.
I graduated high school. Ooh. That's amazing.
I'm a manager where I work.
I'm a manager where I work. What do you do? Sabaro?
Right. You heard of stride, right? Come on.
You're also at my job.
We all have jobs. None of us touch drugs or anything. Another thing, I don't care if you've been down for 1 day or 10 years, you're still the same to me.
Exactly.
We're all the same. We're one big family. That motherfucker right there, my family.
Whoa. I don't get this whole acceptance thing.
I really don't either.
Where do you go where you're shunned because of who you are?
I know. Hey, we're all family.
Well, that's what they say always at Comic-Con, too. I can put on this costume and nobody judge me. I don't get that. Why is the world so cold that you're getting judged all the
finally
time?
I can be around other degenerates.
Yeah.
They don't make fun of me for dressing up as Captain America.
Jesus.
Being a juggalo doesn't mean you're not fit for society. That's some fucking bullshit.
Nah, I think I'm going to go with
I think I'm going to go wrong.
I think I'm going to go with the not fit for society part.
Yeah.
Every juggalo here has a life outside of this.
No.
Right.
No.
And one that
No,
wakes
they
up in
don't.
shame.
Yeah. No, they do not.
And it's probably so different it'll flip your fucking wig. I met a brain surgeon here.
I don't remember meeting that guy.
Yeah, I got to tell you, I've been to a lot of music festivals. There's a lot of drugs. I've had a good time. I've never met a brain surgeon.
No, I think the guy met a brain surgeon right after he ate a bag of mushrooms.
Yeah, he was tripping on acid.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
He was riding a big unicorn,
And he told me he was a brain surgeon, so I believed him.
Yeah.
He had a juggalo tattoo on his neck, and he was doing whip hits, and I'm like, wow, you perform brain surgery? That's amazing.
Let me get a high five.
Whoa. I'm gonna start going to college to become a doctor and shit.
No, you're not.
No, I'm
No,
sorry.
you're not.
I never want to be served by a doctor that's like, it says, and shit.
Yeah,
Hey, by the way,
exactly.
you got cancer and shit.
Yeah.
Yo, you got high cholesterol and shit.
Oh, thanks, Dr. Juggalo. How about my baby? How's my baby turning out?
Oh, you can smoke and shit? Don't
Yeah.
worry about it.
It's cool, man. I'm going to accept you how you are.
Shit, third trimester, you can still be drinking fucking Jack Daniels. Don't worry about that. It's all cool and shit. Dude, we're all family.
I really want to be like somebody to be able to fucking help people out and shit. You know what I mean? Like in any way, just being able to help people is basically why I like living.
Good.
Yeah.
Here's how you help people. Get a job and don't be a drag on
Right.
society.
Yeah.
How about helping
Why
me out that
don't we
way?
drop the high ambitions of being a doctor
Yeah.
and why don't we look at fucking slinging pizza or turning burgers?
How about not dead before the age of 30? Here's what we got.
Right. When you're at Harvard and your entrance exam, why do you want? I want to be a doctor and shit. Oh, you're in, sir. You're in. Wow, boy, he's got the passion. He says and shit after everything.
Tell me what's the sign. Man, I'm a virgin, dude. I want to get laid.
This guy's got a sign around his neck that says 21-year-old virgin.
Whoa.
It's the place to do it at. It's a motherfucking gathering, man. Think you're gonna make it happen? Probably not. Not knowing me, man.
Not knowing me, I can't get me no pussy. Dude, if you're 21 and still can't, when did you lose your virginity?
This guy looks like. Do you remember the monster they had chained up in Goonies? The
Yes,
movie,
yes,
you know,
yes,
bald
yes,
and a little
exactly.
bit cross-eyed.
When did you lose your virginity? What, like, how old were you?
19.
What
the fuck?
Why? What's wrong
Really?
with that? Yeah.
What do you mean? What's wrong with that? Dude, you could have been called to war and you still hadn't had any pussy.
Yeah, it's true.
What the fuck? 19? Was it special?
I think 19. I don't know.
Was
I
it
can't
like
remember.
prom night or something?
Prom night?
I was out of high school.
Dude,
by
he was
then.
in college at that point. He was close to...
Yeah, you know, you don't want to just get down with
I didn't
any
want to
girl
give
in
it
your
to
high
any
school.
girl.
What year did you lose your... I mean, how old were you?
12.
Oh, that's right. I remember we've gone over this before. 12.
Yes.
Started with
You don't
some
even
finger
know-
blasted. No, I'm not saying I know what I was. I realized much later on in life, you have no idea what the fuck you were doing.
Well, wasn't this girl, I think you've told us this before, wasn't she like 35 years old?
Oh,
and-
no. She was the same age as me.
She was 12?
Yeah. It started
You're a
with some,
molester.
started with some finger blasting in the hallway and some heavy petting.
Nothing even comes out at age 12.
If you think so.
Does
Wait, and in the hallway? In what, school?
No, in the hallway of one of these apartment houses that I lived in.
Did you know what you were doing?
This is like an episode of The
That's
Wire.
what I want to say. You knew what you were doing in the essence of you were having sex, but did you know it? Did you have you moving your technique down? By any means, no fucking way in hell.
Did she even enjoy this?
I can't remember. I didn't really stick around with me and say.
Did you enjoy this?
I came. That was good enough for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Romantic Moments with Big Wayne.
12 years old.
Yeah, 6th grade.
And you were still in school at that point.
I want to say I could pretty much almost give you a date. Like I want to say, I know it was like the second week in June because it was coming to the end of the school year, and we played hooky.
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 Even at age 12.
Even at age 12.
What?
Dude, I didn't even know what my penis was at age 12. I don't know now.
I'm trying to think of what I was doing at age 12.
Were you masturbating at least?
What grade was that?
6th grade for me.
But
I
he
remember
flunked,
it 'cause
he flunked a couple of grades, so you gotta...
I never flunked a grade.
You didn't flunk a grade?
No, I left some grades out.
You left 8th grade, right?
10th.
All right.
All right, so you were in the right grade at age 12. Wow, 6th grade.
Yeah.
That's middle school. I mean,
And I left, I want to say, elementary school and was going to go to junior high school.
You did or you didn't?
No, yes. We left elementary and then went to junior high school. That's
right. At 6th grade.
At 6th grade, yeah.
Wow.
You use rednecks have a whole different school system than
No,
us
we
Northerners, yes.
don't.
Yes,
We have a whole different school system.
You got middle school.
You don't have middle school?
No middle school. It's called junior high.
Okay. Well, it's the same thing. 6th, 7th, and 8th grade.
Ours was 7th, 8th, and 9th. And then high school was 10th, 11th, 12th.
Oh, okay. Man.
But if you...
That's the place to do it at. It's a motherfucking gathering, man.
Think you're gonna make it happen?
Probably not knowing me, man.
What's wrong?
I'm me, man. I'm insane.
Whoa.
He can't get laid because he's insane.
Well, you know, and compared to all the other people we've seen there, he's par for the course. It's not like he's better or worse than anyone else. Why won't they have him?
I like to stab people.
Well, there you go. And they're right
Does
on.
that answer your question?
Yes, it does. That's not the line you want to use to romance the ladies into the sack. I like to stab people.
Out of all the things that could be done to me, stabbing is the one thing I don't
Really
want
bad.
fucking done to. I'd rather be fucking shot. If you know what I'm saying.
What a fucked up. Why haven't you lost your virginity? Because I like to stab people.
Right. Can we get over that? Can we overcome this?
It's like,
hey, there might be a girl there who likes to be stabbed.
Well,
you don't know,
just
dude.
Like,
you hold her dreadlocks and you stick a knife in her.
Wow.
Dude, I want to get laid. That's the place to do it at. It's a motherfucking gathering, man.
Think you're gonna make it happen?
Probably not knowing me, man.
What's wrong?
I'm me, man. I'm insane. I like to stab people. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Fight!
Oh, so they're doing beer bongs.
Right in their mouth. Have you guys heard about this new thing called butt bong?
Well, didn't that porno guy that we interviewed had like butt bongs, right? Wayne, you watched that video.
He had butt bongs, but I think Reed's talking about something different.
Yeah, it's this thing. It's apparently
Where they
big in college.
Funnel a beer up your ass.
Yeah,
and
that's
you
right.
Drink it out of the chick's ass.
Well, you don't drink it out of the chick's ass, but they have a thing like this with a funnel with a tube, just like this beer bong this guy's doing, and you put the tube in your butt, and then you just pour the beer in there, and you know your intestines will soak up the alcohol. So you get drunk really quick that way. But apparently people have died. Like, they do it at frat houses.
I'm willing to try it right now. You got one?
I'm sure you will, dude.
He's spraying all of it.
Oh my God.
I heard an old man tell me that there was nothing good left in the world, and I actually believed that shit until I came here and seen all the titties.
Well, hold on a second. An old man told me that there was nothing good in the world. And then I came here and saw all the titties.
Yes.
I didn't see that many titties yet.
Dude,
I've seen a couple, but
a couple
I don't know if they
ones.
would. Yeah, exactly. I don't know if they would turn.
I heard an old man tell me that there was nothing good left in the world, and I actually believed that shit until I came here and seen all the titties, all the weed, all the fast food. I mean,
I'm not sure I'd lump fast food in there.
He's got me right now.
Those are all your favorite things, dude.
I gotta say, he's luring me in. I might be buying a ticket.
Guess what his next thing is going to say if it were you? What would be your next favorite thing in the world? What would you add to that list?
Well, he's got the weed, he's got the food, and he's got bosoms.
And yeah, okay. So what else?
I gotta say, he's pretty
stabbing people.
He's stabbing people. Of course, I forgot that.
That's right. Okay, so he's covered.
He's got
shit covered.
It says titties for $1.
Titties for $1?
Yes, it's a topless chick.
And she has written on her stomach, titties
My boyfriend wrote it.
for $1.
My boyfriend wrote it.
Okay.
That's dude, I told you this was a redneck swinger fucking
crazy, man.
I gotta say, that's at least a set I could play with.
Also, what do you get for $1? She's already got him out.
Yeah.
You maybe get to kiss
You get to touch him?
Yeah, I showed my titties to everyone.
Excellent.
Getting money. Yeah, I gotta get mass money home. They
What?
She's evidently this is her way to earn money, and it's just titties for $1, and the A is an anarchy sign.
But people aren't going to pay you because you're giving them away for free.
Right. I guess you have to be able to touch them.
Yeah.
No.
Woo!
Oh no, she put them
there
away.
you go. Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Oh,
More naked chick with a terrible fucking hairdo. Jesus Christ.
And she's fully naked.
Yeah, fully naked. Do you think... What is with the woo-woo? It's like they watch that fucking... It's only in the morning. You're supposed to be up cooking somebody breakfast or something. It's like an alarm clock. Woo-woo! That's got to be what it's from. My favorite has to be the pregnant girl. Wow.
That's who I am. That's how I was born. You can't help it, you know? I'm happy I am. Just events led up to me realizing.
What?
Any other questions?
No, I don't even understand what you're talking about.
This guy's so high.
What questions?
They're from Massachusetts. These are my two little homies. He's 8 and he's 11.
He's 11. We're getting him started early. The white trash training school here.
Wow. Is that first year here? I drove 2 days.
2 days? I wouldn't drive 2 hours.
Look at the kid. He's got an all-access alcohol pass.
This is cruel, man. These kids think they're going to a circus. They think they're going to be regular clowns there.
Yeah.
But no, these are not regular clowns.
Listen, dude, did you look at their mother? There was
Yo,
no way
you're
that they
right.
think they were going to the Ringling Brothers.
Yeah.
We're going to the circus.
We're the Tigers.
Mom brings
Sorry.
all these fucking freaks every weekend.
Dude.
It's his little homies. He's 8 and he's 11.
He's 11.
Is that first year here? I drove 2 days. 2 days. Well worth it. Well worth it.
1,500 miles.
Yeah.
Wow.
1,500.
Yeah.
Damn.
What do you guys think about it so far?
It's good.
They're excited. They got their pictures with Violent J and Shags and Cottonmouth King. So they're excited.
They're excited. We got our pictures taken with some white trash heroes.
Who are those people? I have no idea who you just listed.
Shaggy, Too Dope, and it's the fucking... Dude, if you watch the promo video for this event, they announce all these bands. They're all in that stupid clown makeup. And everyone's jumping around going, and it's just like, you're all the same fucking thing.
They can put together a festival with nothing but clown rap acts. Is that what you're saying?
You got it. Yeah. Totally awesome.
What's the message you want these guys?
What's the message?
We're all fam. We're all fam. That's all it is. We're fam.
Listen, if we're all family, why are we fucking? We're family.
You know what gets me is that this kid has to bring her to parent-teachers night at fucking school.
Crazy.
It's like, how the fuck do you really tell that parent their kid is fucking up in school?
I
what I'm
know.
saying?
You think she's going to do anything about it?
You know, that's how it is.
That kid is fucked up.
It's about true, straight, fucking trustworthy ninjahood right here.
Okay.
See,
Okay.
It's ninjahood.
It's ninjahood.
True,
We
straight.
throw down some tacks so that you can't walk in that area.
Ninjahood.
We have Chinese stars, but we're so fucked up on great alcohol that we can't fucking throw them.
These people seriously scare me. They really do.
Dude, and when you try to... Can you describe your movement succinctly? It's straight up ninjahood. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Sure.
I'm glad that you can...
We should, yeah.
Man, it's about true passion for the music, for the love, for the family, for everyone here. It's just united, you know. We're here on our Juggalo Islands.
Put them on an island, dude.
There's a smoke monster.
Yeah.
Does he understand the land needs to be surrounded by water to be an island?
We're on here on an island in Kansas.
Boom. It's fucking paradise. And we get 1 week out of the year to be home.
Wow. Dude, white.
I mean, people need to concept the fact that this is more than gangs and drugs and slinging and color.
You really haven't sold me on that.
All we've seen is gangs and clown makeup and
fat sluts
and somebody sucking Freon out of an air conditioner. There's nothing else to this, dude. It's ridiculous.
Oh my God.
It's about a united nation. It don't matter your race, your size, your.
You can be as fat as you want. Eat all sorts of crazy ass fast food. You could pee on your girlfriend. We don't give a fuck because we're all family.
You're luring me in, lads.
Dude, this really is like the Kiss Army has gone astray.
It really is.
Because they've all got the fucked up face makeup.
Ask your gender, what you're into, how you like it. As long as you claim the JUGGALO, you're accepted, buddy.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, I love
okay, here we go.
That's the first decent chick that I've seen at this whole thing.
What makes you say that?
Just her face.
The one on the right or the one on the left?
The one on the right.
Okay, they're two girls. They're topless, but they have clowns painted on their boobs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, classic.
There is no bigotry in juggaloism. We are.
There's no what?
There's no bigotry.
There's no bigotry. It's like purgatory, but you can hate black people.
There's also no grammar.
I used to live in bigotry,
Yeah.
and we had some people next door we didn't like because of their color. We said, "Welcome to Bigotry USA."
Jesus.
Not a bigot. We are fucking family through and throughout.
It's fat girls with shitty dreadlocks.
That's what it is.
It's fat girls with shitty dreadlocks.
Out inside, not outside. True life is inside your soul.
True life is inside your soul. The new fragrance from Calvin Klein. The fuck? It's like a Brad Pitt fucking cologne commercial. Jesus.
I am a juggalo. I'm an American juggalo. Whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Oh, look, it's the pregnant girl wooing.
No.
Yeah, I'm just going to sit here and smoke me some Marlboro Reds and let that clean goodness go down to Junior in my tummy.
Yeah.
Woo, woo.
Jesus.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
That's unbelievable. Can you please find that mystery song? Because I gotta listen to that just to let the lyrics set us straight, dude.
I don't understand all this crazy stuff. Why do white things form in the sky?
It really is of that level. It's like 8th grade Earth science.
Those are called clouds.
Yeah, but it really is. Wow.
What's the name of that fucking song?
It's called just put in Insane Clown Posse Mystery or something.
Insane Clown Posse Pregnant Girl.
There you go. Well, I feel like I'm 65 years old, dude, and I want to tell young kids to get off my lawn. These kids today, I don't understand it, but honestly...
What's the name of the song?
It's put in mystery or
Miracles.
something. Miracles. That's it. Miracles,
that's
right. I don't understand this group, dude. These people scare me.
We got a theory.
Here we go.
Mike, we got a theory about magic and miracles. That's right. That's right. If magic is all we've ever known, then it's easy to miss what really goes on. But I've seen miracles in every way, and I see miracles every day. Oceans expanding beyond my sight, and a million stars way above them at night. You don't have to be high to look in the sky and know that's a miracle open wide. Look at the mountains, trees, the 7 seas, and everything chilling underwater. Please, hot lava, snow, rain and fog, long-necked giraffes and pet cats and dogs. And I've seen 85,000 people all in one room together as equal. Pure magic is the birth of my kids. I've seen shit that'll shock your eyelids. The sun and the moon and even Mars. The Milky Way of fucking shooting stars. UFOs. A river flows. Plant a little seed and nature grows. Niagara Falls and the pyramids. Everything you believed in as kids. Fucking rainbows. After it rains, there's enough miracles here to blow your brains. I fed a fish to a pelican at Frisco Bay. It tried to eat my cell phone. He ran away.
I don't know if that's a miracle as much as
there was a bird trying to eat my phone.
I'm not sure that's one of God's special miracles.
Yeah,
but, all right,
wow.
Sure. Rainbow, snow.
Right,
How
snow.
do things grow from a seed? Well, okay.
How come there's slippery things in the ocean? Those are called fish, you fat, high motherfucker.
Oh, my God. You were kind of getting into that song, weren't you, Wayne?
You were kind of.
Yeah, I know, dude.
I can tell you why he's into it.
I gotta tell you, I got a little hypnotized by
Yeah, he did. I'm telling you why. He's one step away from a juggalo, dude.
I am
You
ready
got
to
the
juggalo, without a doubt.
You got the figure for it. You got the beard. You like weed. You're
doesn't
halfway
invite me
there.
to any of his fucking festivals.
Dude, he doesn't
Dude,
go to that.
Here's the thing. I would love for you to come to one of the music festivals that I go to, but I mean, you'd have to be good.
You don't have a record yet.
Well, first off, the ticket to get in is $200.
Ooh.
But the other thing
That's
is, are you
insane.
would you sleep in a tent? You don't even sleep in a tent.
No, dude, I'm going to sleep next to you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, I can sleep in a fucking tent. Come on. I've slept many a times in a tent. Do I enjoy it? No fucking way in hell.
But if you're really
I like
fucked
a
up,
thing called a mattress. And I like sheets and a blanket.
Dude, at this festival that we went to this summer, this dude passed out in the middle of the road. Because there's, they have like just sort of rows of where people park their car and you camp next to your car. But there's like a main sort of road going
One
through.
out dirt path.
Yeah, so emergency vehicles can get through whatever. This dude just laid down in the middle of the road.
That would be me.
And fucking passed out.
When the party's over, it's fucking over.
So they
You
just
crash.
stacked lawn furniture on top of him so he wouldn't get run the fuck over.
Jeez. Why not just drag him 5 feet one way off the road and save themselves the trouble?
And then the funniest bit was there was this guy across the way from us who was passed out against a tire. Like his head was literally resting against a car tire, a big truck tire. And it looked like, when you go to bed fucked up and you sleep on the pillow kind of like screwy, and you wake up the next morning and your back and your neck are completely trashed the whole day.
I call that a crick.
Yeah.
I got a crick in my neck.
This guy was literally using a truck tire as a pillow. And he looked fucked up. So there's this little golf cart of medics that go around. The medic comes up in the golf cart, and this fat medic just sort of lumbers over to him and kicks his foot. Just kicks his foot, and the guy goes, ugh.
All right, he's still alive.
And the
Let's
medic
move
literally
on.
just walks back to the fucking
There you
golf
go.
cart and keeps going.
They just don't want dead ones.
They just don't want
That's
dead
the only
people.
thing they care
Well,
about.
at this music festival, there was a dude died in his tent.
No.
Like a couple years ago, yeah.
What did he die from?
I don't know. Dude, there's so much crazy-ass drugs at this thing. I told you about the PCP guy, right?
No.
Dude, so there was this... I see this commotion, and there's all these people with their camera phones out, and there's all these cops, and there's a naked guy, and he's fucking screaming at these cops, naked. And the cops are like, dude, calm down, get on your knees, chill out. So he goes at one of the cops, and the cop, tases him. And all the stupid hippies, which I love, like liberal nonsense.
Like your family.
But fucking family. But these stupid hippies are like, dude, that's bullshit. It's like, dude, if you are naked trying to beat the fuck out of a cop, you're going to get tased. That's the rules.
Without a doubt.
That is the rules.
Without a doubt.
And so, tases the dude, he hits the ground, and pops the fuck right back up.
Why is PCP? It does two things. You're always naked when you're on it,
and you
always have superhuman strength, and you're coming at cops like crazy.
Always.
I have to say, I come from a neighborhood where PCP was the predominant drug sold.
Really?
And I never seen anybody in a state that could fuck up multiple people. Never once. Every one of them was zombied.
Have you ever done?
Oh, I smoked dust. In the form of PCP that I smoked was called dust.
Romantic Moments with Big Wayne.
And without a doubt, it is a fucking powerful fucking tobacco to smoke.
Tobacco, you call it.
Do you hallucinate? What does it make you do?
It just kind of puts you I want to say it's the closest thing to me that ever put you in the state of the same that heroin would do.
Did you ever want to go? Did you ever want to go woo woo?
No, I never wanted to go woo woo. I gotta tell you, after smoking it, pretty much, if you're still standing and can remember 10 minutes after smoking it, you were lucky. That shit that was fucked you up without a doubt. And my neighborhood was known It was the known place to buy dust in my neighborhood. So of course you tried it, and the crowd that sold it and used it and abused it, they were all called zombies, because the minute they fucking smoke, literally, they can walk by you and you yell in their ear their fucking full name, and they just keep on walking. But I never ever seen anyone display like these Hercules fucking muscles, like they could launch people around and fucking, catch bullets in their beds, if you know what I'm saying.
Man.
I never seen anybody like that ever once on Smoking Dust.
It's funny how these drug scares come and go, man, because in the 70s, it was all about angel dust.
Oh, that's
ooh.
echoey. That's,
You like that?
That's some reverb,
Here, I can do
dude.
this.
Hey, now.
Yeah. That's called feedback.
Laz, your house is fucking big and empty.
I remember the days of angel dust.
Do you? Have you ever experimented with anything?
Not that.
I gotta tell you now.
When I met Reed, Reed and I worked together.
Hold on. Now that I am in the city, I remember the last show we talked about using Rush.
Yeah.
Locker room.
And
I'm in the city now. I guarantee you one day I'm going into the Village and I am going to find you a bottle of Rush.
You can't get that shit anymore, dude. The 80s are over.
Yeah,
you can't get that no more?
No way.
There has to be some fucking crazy place down there that still sells it.
Why would you want to do it?
Just that he can experience locker room.
I don't want him to die on the show. We only do
He's
2
not
a
going to
year.
die on. He's going to relate to that when you sniff it. If you were a boxer, you come out of the fucking locker room and you're crazy.
If you're a boxer,
that's
like
who used
smelling
it.
salts.
That's
right?
who used
Oh,
it back
Rush.
in the day.
Okay.
Was they used that to fucking pump up boxers and fighters that would fucking come out and literally. I like stabbing people.
There's so many crazy drugs, though, that just come and go, man. Like
Yeah.
angel dust. Nobody's talked about angel dust for
I
25
know, the
years.
new shit
Can
is
you
stuff,
get angel dust anymore? I mean,
stuff that
no.
makes you chew off people's faces. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck?
What? I know, exactly. I don't know,
What
man.
the fuck are bath salts, dude?
What are those? I don't know.
I want to know what bath salts are. I don't know what the fuck that is.
All I know is it makes people turn into cannibal fucking lunatics.
You eating
Yeah.
people?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you eat,
dude.
makes you want to eat people.
It's happened twice, I think, right? A couple times.
It's
I'm
happened.
not doing that.
No,
But
it's happened
what
enough.
is it?
Yeah.
What is? Can we look online right now?
I
What
don't
is
know.
actually
it's like
the
you start to take a
content of-
relaxing bubble bath and then you smoke
See,
the
that's
shit.
exactly what I do. It's
And
like
then-
you're in the bubble bath and you kind of like look at the bottle. You're like, hey, you know what? Forget adding it to the tub. I like sipping it.
I think you smoke it, don't you? The bath salts?
All right, we're going.
Because I saw somebody online who had like burned off his face. Who were so old. We're like, oh, what are the kids doing?
Yeah.
I think it really is bath salts. It's some sort of chemical crystal that you
Let's
smoke.
get some. I like stabbing people, man.
Dude.
That's the quote of the century.
Yeah.
Next show, we're all going to do it high on bath salts.
On that note, we didn't even talk about the fact that I had a major midlife crisis and
Yeah,
went to
I was
Canada
gonna-
and shaved my head.
I was going to say that. Did
What the
Reed
hell?
notice?
Look
You
at
haven't
that.
even
No, I
noticed,
did.
Look at
I
that.
did
Hair
notice.
gone.
You know?
Hair gone.
Why do you say it's a midlife crisis?
Well, because
He has problems letting go.
What are you talking about?
You had problems. Come on, you have to face it. Dude, if I had to cut my beard off, you don't think I'd have a fucking problem?
that was the thing.
I'm looking at this fucking fat fucking chin for 12 years, 15 years with these things hanging from my fucking chin. You don't think that I would have a problem if I had to shave it off or if I
And that was
chose
the thing.
to shave it off?
I had long hair for like 15 years.
The thing is, you can still grow long hair. You don't
Yeah.
exactly have like the type hair like mine that there's not the possibility you
Yeah.
can have long hair again one day. I can have hair. It's going to be above my ears, and that's about it.
I went to Nova Scotia and rented a house on the water and proceeded to get fucked up for several days. Shaved my head.
See, I got to say, still on you, to me, it looks very militant, I have to say. You look like you just came home from a tour. in
I had
Iraq,
it was
you know
a
what I'm
bit.
saying?
I had a birthday.
The tattoos, you put a cigar in your mouth. Yeah,
I had a
killed-
birthday. I went up there. I literally, I surfed Nova Scotia, which is cold as fuck, but the
Yeah.
waves were amazing. And then I hired like a guy without teeth to take me out fishing. Did like some extreme, insane fishing up there.
Did you catch anything?
Caught all sorts of shit.
Can I just mention that Wayne has now drunk a half bottle of rum?
Yes,
while we've
and
been
guess who's
sitting
driving
here?
you to the train station
And I
in mere
want to know,
moments?
are we going to get a smoke break or anything in
Well,
here?
we're done. This show's got to end.
All right, so I got a couple questions here right now. Are
Me
we
too.
posting this as a podcast? How are we posting this?
Yes.
All right.
It's going on the website.
Because I got to say, Reed, I listen to a lot of podcasts right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to shoot myself for not listening to you about fucking 4 years ago when you said this show should be a podcast.
Yeah,
we
you
can
know.
make $1 gazillion right now.
Yes.
Right, but here's the thing. getting the three of us together is obviously an issue because I work most weekends now.
Skype.
We got a game. Fuck Skype.
Skype's sweet.
I want to be in the room with you.
That's true. But you'll see me on the computer.
I don't want to see you on the computer.
I'll be in my closet, dude, to dampen down the sound with some headphones.
Yes, if we had the time, it would be awesome to do this show every week. But it's just like, you're going watching basketball and going to men's things.
What?
Wayne doesn't return my call for 2 or 3 weeks.
Dude, I got to tell you, the other day you sent me a text, and when I actually looked back and when I received it was about 2 days after you sent it to me. I work in a building, and right now, once I work in the sub cellar of the building. The minute I walk in, there's no fucking service, and all that happens all day long is my phone is searching for a service.
But dude, I call you at home and leave a message. I don't hear from you.
You called this morning every time. I didn't even let it go to
because you knew. He sends me a text message last night. Show or no show.
Well, I want to know. I had to be prepared because
it's not like, hey, Laz, how you doing? Are we doing a show?
Usually like to
show or no
have
show.
Something. My story this week was that, now that I'm working in the city and I get on the station at Broadway and Lafayette, and one day I decide that I have to catch a train at 5:53 or 5:55, and it's like 5:37. So I decide to, for Wayne, put a little pep in my step, if you know what I'm saying. I come down the staircase.
Don't know what you're saying, but yes.
To me, I leave myself more than enough time to get there and still be early. So now I'm realizing I have to rush. I come fucking down the stairs. I got my fucking Metro card out. I'm ready to fucking swipe. And all of a sudden I got a hand on my shoulder saying, "Excuse me, sir, can you step back here to the table?"
Cops.
I'm the first fucking one, I bet you, ever that had my fucking bag searched.
The cops are always there searching bags.
Always.
So he said to me, "If you don't mind, we're stopping you because you seem to be moving amazingly fast."
Yeah, I'm late for work, you dumb.
I was going home.
Oh, going home, okay.
So then, of course, he goes through my bag and he says, "Is there anything in here that I should know about?" And I carry a razor knife just for at work.
Because it's like the movie The Warriors.
No, but I don't have it. I don't have it in my pocket. As going back and forth to work, I keep it in my knapsack. And so I had it. So I let him know. I said, "There may be a razor knife in there or not. I may have left it on the job." So sure enough, it wasn't in there, but I was quite grateful that I don't carry weed back and forth and all that it kind of was released right away, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have to say, the week before, I kept a little bag of weed in my knapsack because the week before I was working at someone's apartment that was also in the same neighborhood, and I had a little weed with me. And I never took it out, if you know what I'm saying. It was like I always knew it was there as like a little backup pinch for a day when you got nothing. And I was actually glad that like 2 or 3 days before that I fucking took it, that I remembered it and took it out.
You got profiled, man.
Yeah,
I got
you
profiled.
Definitely did.
And my wife, it's funny, the guy who hired me is now like, I'm saying, he's made a couple comments that my beard makes me look a little homeless. And I said to him, honestly, back then, I said, "Pete, thanks a lot, because, that's the look I'm looking to achieve. So,
homeless.
Thank you very much." But I kind of realized that as I went through the train station that I got profiled without a doubt.
But did I tell you the same thing happened to me? Did I tell you the story? That,
I find amazing that you got stopped.
That's what I'm saying. But it was the exact opposite because for work, I had to go out to Jamaica, which is like the roughest neighborhood in New York.
In Queens.
In Queens.
Yeah.
Okay. So, it's out by the airport. It's a terrible neighborhood. So I'm out walking around looking for this one house. And I'm like, I can't find it, whatever. So I'm walking back to the subway station. It's like 6 or 7 blocks in this super crappy neighborhood. And all of a sudden, these 2 vans pull up in front of me on the sidewalk. 4 people get out dressed in plain clothes, and they're like, "Get against the fence." And I was like, "Sorry, who are you?" They're like, "Show me some ID." And I was like, "You show me some ID. Who the hell are you?"
Wow,
and they
pull out. Reed, you got balls. Someone tells me to show you ID. I assume immediately they're the police. And
I don't know who they are. They were dressed in plain clothes. So they pull out these, their badges that are around their neck, and they're like, "We're cops, get against the wall." And I was like, "What are you talking about?"
It's that bullshit stop and frisk
That's
shit
what it was.
now, dude.
So
it definitely
bullshit.
I was like, "What?" They're like, "What are you doing here?" And I'm like, "I'm a journalist. I'm a writer." And they're like, "Yeah, we're not going to play that today, sir. Shut up." I was like, here's my ID. Here's my, I'm a journalist. They're like, "Sir, this card is fake." I was like, this is not fake. This is my driver's license. They're like, sir, we're not going to play that. Anyone who looks like you and is in this neighborhood is buying drugs.
Don't belong here.
Oh my God!
And
I
was
can
like,
see that though. He does look like a straight.
So
edge.
it was like reverse profiling. So I was like, all right, whatever. And the guy's like, well, I'm sorry, I'm going to have to empty out your pockets.
Reed, personally, I don't believe you were profiled.
Which is like a complete constitutional fucking
They cannot.
violation. Dude,
And
the
the guy
police
was
in New York have gone out of fucking control.
So I didn't have anything. I was like, all right, fine, go ahead. So I can go on my way. And he's like, all right, sorry to stop you. But there was 2 vans, 4 people got out just for that.
Yep.
But that's probably because you were a white guy.
Yeah.
In a well-known
But dude, they've been doing
drug
that
area.
Most of the people that have been getting busted are actually black and Latino.
Of course.
I mean, there's huge
That are
lawsuits about it
profiled
right now.
without a
Yeah,
doubt.
I'm
it's
telling
called
you,
stop and frisk.
If that were my day-to-day life, I would hate the cops too, because it was
yeah,
total
dude.
bull. You just minding your own business, and these guys are putting you against the wall and going through your pockets.
In the part of Manhattan that I'm working in right now, I haven't worked in Manhattan in 20, 25 years, but back then, easily, you walk down any street smoking a joint. And yeah, people looked at you because you were the one openly displaying that you fucking smoked weed. But by any means nowadays, when I walk around any of the streets that I'm working at, I walk around right now, and I just see the cop presence in uniform in all those streets in Soho, around where I'm at, that it easily tells me that there's undercover cop. You know what I'm saying? There's just too much presence of a uniform cop to say that there's not enough presence for undercover cops to just catch you out there doing anything stupid.
Speaking of cops, are you driving Reed?
I'm driving Reed, no problem.
Dude, literally, there's...
You've drank a half
You've drinking a half a bottle of rum.
No.
Appleton Estate.
Reed, before we leave, I plan on smoking a blunt.
It's only a couple blocks, dude. We can probably make it.
You will find my wife has made it through many of...
I'm sure.
Check posts.
Put some Visine in there.
All right. All right.
No, it was a Scottish.
Well, I hope we get to do this more often. I enjoyed this at the Technophile studio.
Yeah,
the Technophile is gone,
It's actually been the first time that I've been allowed to sit down and actually open drink, and I don't know, it makes you a little more comfortable.
Thank you for listening to the Lazlow Show.
That show sucks my ass. That's only in the morning. You supposed to be up cooking breakfast or something. I want nothing. I want my God and I want my family. She was here pretty and outside and stuff.
Hello?
It's Bob.
Hello.
Hi, it's Bob.
When we ate at Nathan's before, only my chair had the yellow balloon on it.
What are you talking about?
All right, kid. We did it. Woo! Kid? Kid, you all right? Come on, buddy, you all right? Can you hear me? Kid?
If I say yes, will you promise we'll never have to do that again?
Never say never, partner. Never say never.
Rock over London, rock on Chicago. Discover card. It pays to discover.